Dummy.
I've made a mistake of both one time to dress the place I'm going to, and
That's the
outside
only dressing mistake you made?
not as many as you.
Damn.
I ain't wear capris, you know.
You got a lot of outfits, boy. You better chill out.
Oh, them knee highs?
Oh, the Mardi Gras, man.
Them UAB knee high socks?
Yeah, you better chill out, boy. You got a lot more than anybody out there.
Fight
back! Them bitches so long.
Right, goddamn.
But I made that mistake of dressing where I'm coming from and got somewhere that been cold, or dressing where I was going to and was hot and sweating before I left.
Okay.
Why? What made you ask that?
Because I'm going to Miami. I don't know if I want to put on my cocaine cowboy shit.
I think you. Can
You got to go.
Yeah, man. You got to come. You got to come with the. Yeah, you got to have the whole chest
out
on.
there.
That's
Walk
what I was
off the
saying.
plane.
Not as far as weather,
So you
just
walking?
style.
You walking off the plane with the shirt open?
You definitely gotta have
out
on
that bit with the shirt
You
open.
gotta have on your Gucci
with the
flip flop.
with the
All your
shades.
Gucci, all your Gucci shoes.
Oh, that's a must.
Okay.
Yeah, with the
Something like that.
shades. Yeah,
Something
man.
like
You got
that.
to walk out right, Miami. You know.
Yeah.
I gotta go get me some Ray-Bans.
Gotta dress the
Yeah,
part.
there you go.
You can't see out of Ray-Bans.
I mean, I think I'm gonna spend a little money and get the.
The one. Okay.
Get
Ooh,
you
big
let
money.
let you borrow his chain.
I got you.
Oh yeah, let me borrow your chain.
I got you, cuz.
I'll bring it
Small
back.
fee.
I'll put down the deposit.
Small fee. Get you out with a crazy fee right
Blew
now.
some of the chin hair on his chest.
Right, goddamn. They gonna have patches. Goddamn. A patchy, goddamn. Just
Dummy.
You gonna let the dreads hang or you gonna keep them up?
That nigga never let his dreads down.
I don't know. It'd be too much, so I'll probably just like this.
You just get your hair done.
You gotta look like you gotta
Oh,
look like you belong, man.
Gotta
get
get your
you
hair
one of them dudes and tie it up. Like get you like
One
two,
of them
three
dudes.
to the side.
Get you some of them Florida boys.
Yeah, get you some of them Florida boys.
I ain't Haitian. This ain't that movie.
When
whatever
in
that shit
Florida,
called.
The devil is not
remember that time?
here.
Remember that time in UAB we went to the game? I think it might have been Florida State, South Florida. I don't know who it was, but when we driving down the street. And you just pass a nigga with the big ass. I'm like, damn, you could tell we in Florida now. J-Baby like, oh yeah, that's that Florida shit down there. I love that shit.
That's why J-Baby tried to get him some. His shit ain't work out too well.
That nigga had three
little
twists
skinny goddamn.
that never made it together, guys.
Right.
Three
You still
twists?
see him trying to go together.
3 twists and
Damn.
6 of them hoes fell out. Damn, you J-Baby.
I had a couple fall out too.
Your shit was super thin too.
But my shit was fresh.
I get braids one time and that's all I could get. I cut that shit off because
That nigga had the braids where the bitches stopped. That nigga had them chase braids back there.
That nigga so trash. You talking about we was trash.
Hey,
That
damn,
was-
fool.
You reverted.
I'm sorry, Jay. Shit.
You should have left that shit in the Afro stage for a little while longer.
I think I had them Deontay Wilder braid.
I don't want to admit it, but I had a little extra hair from somewhere before.
Oh man, you got a hair piece?
Had me some extensions.
Oh no.
The girl put in college. Girl put the
Oh,
little
no.
shit in my shit,
Dummy.
man.
Hold on,
And I
man.
still ain't had no hang time.
Time out.
Hang on, fool.
You put some weave in your hair,
weave
fool?
in your hair?
Yes. Yes, I did. Yeah, that's what I wanted braids. I wanted braids. And my shit still was short for it.
Boy.
She didn't use no hair hoop.
She didn't use enough. I don't know what she did. She could use my own hair and put that shit back in or something. I don't know.
I'm at a loss for words, man. You wanna. That's the real definition of fake it till you make it.
I
that
wanted
boy.
braids, man.
So
Tell
you
me
put
the
some
process.
weave in your hair.
Jesus.
But that made me feel bad, so I cut that shit off.
I bet you it did.
What the fuck am I out here
Nigga
doing?
use weave and the shit still wasn't long enough. Damn, who?
Hey, you ever did something fucked up? You just sit on the edge of the bed.
Like, man, I know I should have did this shit.
Then that was the easy part. The hard part is when I really realized it, is when I was taking that shit out. I'm like, man, I'm taking.
So you had like,
yeah, I gotta take weave out my head to make sure I don't pull my own hair.
Dummy.
Can't just cut it. Yeah.
So who was it like glued in?
No,
or-
the girl break the girl. You know some.
you
of the
had a
girls-
track. Yeah, like a
No,
sew
that
in.
nigga
had a
That nigga had a
track.
sew in.
No, I had some yaki with the long shit.
Oh, you spent money on your shit.
I ain't spend no money. It probably was
Okay.
nappy.
Come on, some good hair.
I couldn't. No, my shit nappy, so I couldn't mix it with the good shit. You know what I'm saying? So I had to almost nappy or whatever it is. But you know, some girls was real good at braiding. Could braid the little bit of shit real close to the scalp. Man,
Who did it?
So when you went in
I
there,
don't even
and asked
remember the girl. Fool.
when you went in there and asked for the hair that you needed,
She
what did you
actually
say?
she suggested the shit, and she got the hair.
Oh, she
was
went and got
she was
it.
like, I can
She
do
told
that.
you to get the number 7.
I was like, I want some braids. She was like, you gonna need a little extra. I'm like, go on get it. I don't know what I need. She went and got it and put it in there. The shit worked fine, but I felt
That's
got
crazy.
ganked.
I ain't feel like myself.
way.
I ain't feel like
Damn,
myself
boy.
no more.
And y'all talk about me when you think you know somebody. Look,
Right.
I never knew that.
that is my homeboy had weave in his hair.
Everybody
Never
got
knew that.
secrets, man. Sometimes they gonna.
This
come
ain't
up.
no secret no more. I can't wait to clip this one up there.
That's
Hey man,
one I'd have kept.
but I
Man.
will also say I was not the only football player doing it. She basically was the person braiding all the football players here.
You fell for it. Is what you said.
I did, nigga. I want to braid.
man.
I got you.
Y'all niggas.
Nigga with a break. Why you didn't just wait a few more months?
I'm snitching. Everybody get
Dummy.
you going down too, goddamn. Everybody going down.
I know who didn't have any. Roddy.
He should. Well,
Hell no.
Man, here we go. You tuning in to the Dummies Podcast. I'm Stock.
I'm Joe.
I'm sorry.
I'm Hootie, nigga, with the braids.
And we back like we never left, because like we say every week, we never leave. It's episode 152. Yes, 152 consistent episodes. Feeling good, feeling great, man. Y'all know what day we record on. As always, shouts out to the people on the front lines, man, battling the pandemic. Not gonna stop that. I see it's Nurses Week. Shouts out to all the nurses and the
Shouts
jobs
out
that
to
you
all
do.
the
I seen
nurses.
different tags and posts and stuff. So shouts out to the nurses, man. Shouts out to the doctors, people getting the vaccines, man. The numbers are kind of going up with people getting vaccinated. Some people still hesitant. Do your research. That's all I can say. I saw numbers from Alabama about COVID. I want to bring these here. It was saying from May 1st, 2021 to July 2021, there was 574 deaths. From August 1st, 2021 to now, there was 3,348 deaths.
Shit.
COVID is not playing. So it's still alive. It's still
be
well.
safe, man.
Be safe. Yeah,
Still
that was
be safe.
Alabama.
Damn.
I recognize that. And I was outside of that event yesterday, and I'm be one of the only ones with a mask on. So I'm still gonna take my precautions. I'm going to have my fun. I'm going to get out, but take your precautions, man. Wear your mask. It don't hurt. You could go have your drink and be at a party and enjoy the shit and have a mask on. It's pretty cool.
People still look at you crazy when you got your mask on.
I'm at that point where I don't give a fuck. Hey,
Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm doing.
All right.
hey, I'm here with you, doing the same thing. You coughing, I'm not.
Where we at with it, Hoop?
We been cool, man. We been cool. Like I said, yesterday went to a cool breast cancer event, man. It was a workout event at the gym at 5 Star Fitness. He put on the event for breast cancer purposes.
Save the time.
And it was super dope, man. He had food trucks out there, food out there, vendors out there as well as 4 to 5 different coaches out there. So I felt sorry for the people working out. I'm glad I was just out there taking pictures, because them niggas had about a 3-hour workout from 5 different coaches who all.
Well, I
killed
saw
it.
you. I was like, God damn, that's
That
right.
nigga still out there?
They're like they was killer, but it was good. And to be fair with those, it was all women. All of those women hung in there and damn near and worked out the entire time. I'm like, y'all better than me, because I wouldn't have did that shit. But I feel you, and that's what those women, y'all women are
For the
strong.
cause.
Thank you for the women.
I'd have left so fast.
Right. but it was intense. So all you really needed is one of them workouts. So, but it was cool, man. Once again, support breast cancer and breast cancer awareness and people who are doing things for breast cancer, as well as like we talked about last week with Can't Get Right, men as well. And that's why I just mentioned it was all women out there. I would have loved to see some men out there doing it as well and supporting that cause and working out and doing those things also. But in the future, I'm pretty sure there's going to be plenty more where we'll get that opportunity. But the week, man, it's been that the week. That's the highlight of my week, is something of that nature, as well as, what I'm saying, getting this Bitcoin game, baby, this crypto game.
Yeah.
Because that shit's needed. You know what I'm saying? That shit's needed at the point that we are in our lives. Things like that is needed. So I'm getting involved with that. But how about you, young Tizzo?
Pretty good week, man. It was a short week, Really ain't
How
did
many
nothing.
days it was?
Sure, same 7. Get that nigga Can't Get Right.
Dummy.
Like that been with 3 days.
That's what I'm talking about. Started off early. You know it's coming.
I skipped Wednesday.
Well, again, short work week. You know what I'm saying? Is that if that's better, because obviously this week you
Wording
niggas need goddamn.
is everything.
How
Right, I
you
guess,
liking
but,
those type of holidays off of work and shit? How
I
that
love
feel?
it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? One change it for the world right now. Especially everything I got going. One change shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. What about you, Joe? I ain't got shit. I ain't got nothing.
I had
You
a
messed up
full
that
week.
man week, Can't Get Right.
Right.
You see, my man was about to go on a roll, and then you
I
fucked
wasn't,
up.
because ain't nothing happened.
I
But-
just had questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had a full week though.
Was short.
Nah, all 7.
Good.
But man, I ain't really do nothing. Went out there to Stock House. That was cool. That's probably the only thing I really did yesterday.
Impromptu.
Yeah.
Man, you went somewhere, man. You went to
Where I went?
Tuscaloosa somewhere.
Oh yeah, I went to engagement.
I shouldn't be
dinner.
knowing your
Engagement.
It was engagement.
Dummy.
I went to engagement dinner.
Engagement dinner.
I didn't
There
understand
go
it because they
there.
was already engaged. So,
Oh,
but
so that wasn't brand new.
They was just celebrating their engagement with everybody. Is that what that was?
I don't know. I just went. They had food and they had some amazing chicken salad. No, it had to be a black lady made that, but it was good as fuck. But that was about it. How about you, Stop?
Short week. 2 days.
2-day week.
Fuck that. Nah, it was a normal, cool week. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, impromptu yesterday. It was kind of cool because it really hadn't been like that in a while.
Yeah.
So it was kind of cool and it was needed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Might have to do it a couple more times real quick.
Should.
But yeah.
I've been saying we ain't grilled in a minute. We need to.
But why
grill.
don't you grill?
I will.
But you can't really grill though. So
So
let's
shut up.
That nigga just put that bitch on high heat.
My food be done.
you just put it in the oven.
It be done.
You kind of gotta stop making those jokes.
You gotta stop making it undone.
No, my food be done. Ain't good,
Mm,
and I don't put it in the oven.
you be asking me for advice.
No,
Who did this done?
I never asked you to eat it.
Who
'cause
did this
shit, You like you
So
like
you
a
asked
little
him to eat?
kid?
Hey, who did this done?
Yeah,
Taste
taste
this.
this.
It's done, my nigga. He self-conscious about that grill.
But yeah,
It's
man.
done, my nigga.
But yeah, that was definitely dope. I had a good time. Busy with the girls, with the little ones. She had two games this week, so we busy with that. Got 2 games next week, so gonna be busy with that. So
Playoffs? Playoffs?
no, just JV and varsity.
Varsity.
Damn.
Yeah, so that's been my week. I want to start off. I just wanted to talk about the shooting that we saw happen in Mobile. There was a shooting. 5 people were injured in Mobile at Lad People Stadium during the Viger and Wilson football game. Stopped the game 6 minutes shy of ending.
Yeah, sure.
It was kind of sad seeing the players on the field, but it's crazy because we saw that in Mobile. We just saw that a couple weeks ago in Birmingham. All of them made national news.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's just like, what's like, I don't even know what you say for that shit. Like, people say it's getting worse. I saw people posting saying this is the same shit that's been happening. It's just like, at what point do you not let your beef carry over to public spots like that?
You shouldn't ever like that.
As an adult, that's easy to say. But them kids, they be seeing that shit. You know their words on site.
Yeah.
They live by it.
And I remember people used to shoot at parades and shit too.
Yeah,
So-
People
that's
did-
still
I
going
mean,
on. That
right.
shit's still going on.
Like people, like
We've always had that.
Yeah.
Like, never football for me, but parades definitely.
we got to say, yeah, these young is crazy because we was just as crazy. Maybe not inside a football game. Parade in Mobile got way more people than the football game got. The foul,
in close proximity.
after the foul, niggas was shooting. After
You know,
the
people,
skating ring, niggas
no
was
niggas
shooting.
ain't got no aim. So like you
Don't care to
you
aim
gonna
at that
hit
age.
somebody innocent. You know what I mean? Like,
At that age, they might close their eyes and just pop, pop, pop.
don't even be looking like we saw one of them shootings on Svet, just shooting. Like,
And a lot of these, like, they got big guns. They ain't got like no pistols. They
Letting that bitch off.
really spraying. But
Yeah.
bro, it ain't nothing like
And I get it. It's grown men scared to shoot guns. You see them kids.
you.
I am. I ain't gonna lie. Shit, I would do it if I had to do it. But
Well, no,
don't
I
wanna
ain't
do
talking
it.
about if you need to do. I'm just saying.
I don't want to do
You're
it.
not really a fan of
I
guns.
hate guns. Fool.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I
what I'm
hate.
saying.
I had an empty rusty gun, and for the longest, and that bitch just sat there.
But man, I don't know what can be done, what's going to be done, but bruh, your ass going to sit down the rest of your life for this shit.
Yeah.
Like whatever you and Buddy got into, and then the nigga was 20. That was what's so surprising.
Okay, so you said what's going to be done. Let's talk about what needs to be done. What should be done. We talked a bit about this briefly last night. Yeah, security should secure. The cops should, if your job and your duty is to secure to make sure nobody gets in there with guns, you should do that until everyone is gone.
and after y'all left, I saw one of the chiefs or one of the high up police officers from Mobile was saying that they're going to investigate what happened because they did show the metal detectors, and they said that after the first half that they put them up.
Why? People still come out after halftime. I've went to a couple
and then they
of my
said
daughter
that
games.
they said that the rules is supposed to be if anybody leave out, they're not supposed to be granted entry back in.
Right.
And
But
that
nobody was
kid
at the
left
gate.
out.
We talked about sometimes, and Kanky Wright made a good point because that do happen. Sometimes in the third and fourth quarter, you can just walk right in because nobody
Yeah,
taking
they
up
let
money
you
and
right
stuff
in.
no more. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They said they investigating.
It's
on
cool
what
that you don't
happened,
take
what
money,
wrong.
but you still should secure.
I mean, that's true, but I mean, it's hard to expect somebody making $7-8 an hour to really care about. I'm sorry.
Well,
Not if that's
$7-8.
their
I
job.
don't know.
It's still your job.
The way the guy on TV made it,
cops.
it was the police.
It's the police.
that
Oh,
secured it.
well, that's different. That's different.
You still making and that for them that'd be overtime. That'd be extra.
Yeah,
that'd be
it
extra.
is. It is.
So yeah, niggas stay there at that gate until everyone came in and left.
See, I ain't know that.
Don't go watch the game.
See, when you say security guard, I don't think you're talking about somebody in a brown shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like a
But even with that, fool, I still don't care. Like you're being paid to do this. Don't take that job if you're not gonna do it. If so, and you don't do it right, that's your fault.
man. People
And I
slack off on
get
jobs
it. And I
all
get
the
it.
time.
But if you get caught for fucking it up, it's still your fault.
Yeah, but like you said, you ain't taking up any money. You ain't paying in. Like, what's the reason for me being there?
Somebody gonna get shot.
Just to look at you?
Somebody gonna get shot.
Yeah, but all the other games, it hasn't.
Well, I get that, and that's understood.
And then,
But-
all right. So tell me this. So they took up the metal detectors.
Mm-hmm. They shouldn't have though.
So it ain't on this. It's on whoever decided to take up the metal detectors.
It's on all of them.
Because if a cop's still right there, he ain't
Well-
gonna stop the guy.
Well, from what I understand, the cop wasn't right
They
there.
weren't at the gate no more.
Nor was the metal detector.
But if the cop was there with no metal detector, he ain't patting folks down.
He
Well,
should.
Well,
He's
that's
just
what
gonna let the guy walk
that's
through.
what they're saying. The problem is the problem is the metal detectors and the
cop.
people
Yeah,
should have
it-
still
it
been
would- it
there
would've
to
took
it's
secure the
both.
gate.
It's not just one. It's both. Both of y'all. It's both of y'all fault.
Yeah.
It don't have to just be. It's both of y'all fault. You should have been here, and that should have been here.
It's just
It's
senseless,
about.
man.
I mean, okay. Say they don't let him back in the game. That person goes out to their car. They're just waiting at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's nobody's fault, but the person who shot somebody.
Well, at
Right.
That's who
that,
you can place blame on.
At that
like
point-
at this point, like stop trying to blame somebody else for somebody else fuck up, bro. Like that man made a conscious decision to go as a 20-year-old to go in there and shoot at a fucking public place.
I don't think nobody's
I get
not
that.
placing blame on
I know-
the shooter.
I know
It's
what I'm
still a
saying.
Now
shooter.
y'all placing blame on other places.
No.
It need to be solely placed on the guy doing the shooting.
No,
Okay.
you can't tell me where I'm placing blame at. I blame the shooter. But I also, if I'm going in a club and there's a security guard there whose job is to pat down people, nobody should be getting shot in the club.
Facts.
now if this kid,
It's
And
still
gun-
a shooter's fault.
if this kid
and
chose
guns
to
still
wait,
make it in the club.
if this kid
Right.
chose to wait outside the game or follow this person home, that's totally different. The stadium still did their job like they're supposed to.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Hey man.
So yes, it's still a kid's fault.
If he was crazy enough to walk out the stadium, go to his car, get his gun, and walk back in and start shooting, he'd have figured out a way to get that gun in the stadium or did something else.
Now, I ain't gonna say he'd have figured a way to get in the stadium. Maybe he'd have figured a way to do it later. But the stadium has done their job. I just want the stadium to do their job.
That's
If
all
I'm
I'm
going,
saying.
if
Like,
I'm
if you-
going to pay somewhere, I want to be secure going there.
That's just the same thing. Like you used to lifeguard for a lot of years. When the kids come to the pool, it's your job to make sure that
Make sure
kid
that they're
swim.
right.
If that kid jump in the deep end and
Well, I'm
something
about to go to Walmart right
hold on,
quick.
if that kid jump into the deep end and drown, nobody, nigga, it's your fault. You're on duty.
Right.
Yeah, but that's a little different.
No, it's not.
What's the difference?
It's your job. Now, if he go to another pool outside there and that happen, can't
I did
blame
my
the
job.
lifeguard.
He didn't die here.
Man, especially at that age, we've all been to unsecure places that you knew it was.
We're not
a
saying
threat
that, but
of-
this
every place isn't secure.
this place,
Most high
this
school
place,
games is not secure.
Lad had an issue with this last year or the year before last, and they implemented this for this very reason. That's the difference, though.
My argument
I guarantee
was
you, if a
like,
kid died in that pool, those lifeguards going to be on deck at all times
Yeah.
in the future. And basically, that didn't happen.
well, I get what he was saying. Like it's different, and I get what you're saying. It is different from the lifeguard's perspective. I get that. But what I'm saying to you is, how can you know what I'm saying? Like they're using Lad Stadium to play football, and Lad Stadium they provide security or whatever. Those schools who pay Lad Stadium, they did what they needed to do to have their football game. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying is, it's a bigger issue. I'm not saying that we blaming the police for them getting shot. It's a bigger issue.
We agree with
what
that.
the fuck? Like, why is this happening at these places? Like, who do we talk to city council people about it? Do we talk to your mayors? Do we talk to the parents?
It's nothing the police can do.
Does
it's
it suck
nothing
to
the
say?
mayor can do.
Does it suck to say that in the hood these things are gonna happen? But that doesn't mean we should stop taking those precautions. That we shouldn't leave at halftime and stop.
Like we can't keep calling it the hood shit because you grew up in an urban environment. I did, you did too, and you ain't doing that shit, man.
Right, but I know a lot of niggas who did.
I grew up in an urban environment too.
No, you did.
That nigga skipped over you.
Right?
Nigga said you ain't had no window unit in your damn in your window.
I get it, fool. And coming from that urban environment, I understand that there could be more done to protect us. I want somebody to protect us. I don't mind somebody protecting us.
Yeah.
Like it's sometimes I understand that some of these niggas I grew up with is fucking nuts, and they need somebody to look over them.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna blame. Well, I don't know who to blame, but
then,
I just know somebody needs to look over them.
But then I hate to seem like I'm taking up for the police, but then you have other people saying, "Oh, they're targeting the hood." If you're not doing it at these games, why would you do it at these black games?
Unfortunately, that's where it mostly happens. I'm sorry.
You can't do that.
That's where it mostly
you can't
happens.
say it's done like that.
But that's where it mostly happens.
That's what happens, but you can't say that.
I'm just saying protect where it happens. I don't give a shit. If it was happening more at those other games, go over there.
If the mayor can't come out tomorrow and say, you know what, every time one black school play another black school, we're going to double security, they'll have his head for it.
Facts.
Which,
And I ain't asking
this shit ain't happening at white games. I'm sorry.
I'm not asking you to double security. I'm just asking you to stay on your post until the game is over. That's all I'm asking.
All right, well,
Even if they stay on the post and it happens, then what?
We'll have a more
That's
of
a different
a
argument.
presence.
But I'm saying, what happens then?
I don't know. Figure it out. That ain't my job to figure out, but figure it out.
I
can't
use
just
the
let it
example
happen.
coming to Winona game. Shit, they had them motherfuckers right there.
They had them right there.
And they didn't. And when I left in the fourth quarter, they still was right there.
They had them right there.
That's all I'm asking you to do.
And also, I think it was me and Barron walked in there and they said, "Oh, y'all old. Go ahead. We ain't got to scan y'all."
Probably not. Shit, and then but
it was right too.
I seen a nigga I seen somebody try to come through the side though too, and
Get the fuck out
of here.
Right.
he
This
was
ain't
right
the
there,
issue. Right.
soon instantly.
Right.
Look at go around. So I don't know, but we talk about this all the time. But I saw Biloxi. Biloxi casinos report $1.2 billion in revenue despite COVID and hurricane issues and damage.
Yep.
Niggas gonna gamble.
People gonna gamble.
And I bet you all that money come from Alabama.
I'm willing to bet 600 million of it came from
All
Alabama.
that came from Alabama, fool. That's
Fool,
crazy.
everybody I talk to outside of this state is able to get a lottery ticket.
It's only 5 states. It's like us, Nevada, Utah, I think Hawaii, and some.
Hold on, what Nevada can't do? Oh, it won't do.
They don't have lottery.
I guess because they got so many.
They got so many open
Right.
casinos.
They
and
got
stuff.
gambling like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
So they don't really. It's the same.
Oh, you can get your money.
They got a lottery,
They got
just
a
different
lot of
type.
ways to get
Yeah.
your money in that. no
Well,
doubt.
you can gamble, you know, so you can lose your money.
Yeah.
Legally.
You can win it too.
Yeah. So
But
we
you-
just stupid.
Yeah, but Utah,
You get that.
I get it. I get it. It's in.
That's
but,
how backwards. we
But
is.
Alabama, I don't get it.
Oh, I get it.
I don't get it because you need it.
We dumb.
in the worst way.
Yeah, I get you're dumb, but you need it. So that's why I don't. But Utah, I don't know how much you need it.
Who do you part? You stayed in Alabama longer than you stayed in Louisiana, so you can't say y'all.
Right now, it's a tie.
See,
No, it's still a little less. Because how old am I?
now you
We don't
came up
know.
here in the summer. You probably would already. That nigga said how old? Was I?
We don't know.
Dummy.
84. What's this year? 21. I'm about to be 37. So it's a tie right now. It's 18 to 18.
I've already eclipsed mine.
18 to 18, baby.
Yeah.
I'm an Alabamian.
But it's not because you came up here in the summer.
I didn't come. Did I? I ain't coming to summer. I ain't coming to the fall.
And what is this?
The fall.
When you
So
lost your
you
accent,
said-
you
I'm
really
just-
lost your whole Louisiana.
Who they never really had one for real?
I did.
They
but,
did for the first 2 weeks.
But then
Oh,
once
shit.
I realized that you just gotta talk normal,
Man,
and it just I
I know
both.
why he lost his
I can do
accent.
both.
I get it now.
Why?
Once I realized that nigga
got-
adapted to his environment, that nigga put in extensions in his hair, man. That's what happened to his accent, man. He wanted to be from Alabama, goddamn.
Dummy.
You gotta adapt it. No, boy, they got a lot more niggas getting extensions in New Orleans than in Alabama.
Well, that you brought that shit up here. I ain't never seen that. Now you
Damn,
hid
fool.
that from me.
A girl, goddamn, from Alabama recommended it to me. So
And
You
went
can't
with
listen
it.
to them.
I went with
Yeah,
it. I
you
wanted
went
braids.
with
I don't give a fuck which. I wanted braids. Just like Stock wanted them dreads that was falling out. He wanted them hoes.
I grew them hoes from scratch.
Homegrown.
Nigga say I made my dreams from scratch, nigga.
Dummy.
I wasn't willing to.
I was
stick
proud
through
of my little shit that fell out. Now
I did that shit 3 times, fool. I let my hair grow long enough to get braids once and cut it off.
That
I
was
never
weird.
had braids.
If you'd have waited another 2 weeks, you could have got all braids.
You know me, I'm impatient, man.
That's
I'm
true.
very,
I'm surprised you even
I'm
grew it
very
out.
impatient, fool.
Yeah.
So I was about to get a whole wig if I had it.
We have been talking a lot about that Netflix stuff and everything that's going on. I don't know if y'all saw that they ended up firing one of their employees because they leaked financial information about the David Chappelle special.
Good.
Basically, that they got a walkout planned for the people who didn't agree with what Netflix did with not taking it off. But so one of the employees leaked all of the financials from it, and so.
You
fired him.
ain't got to worry about walking out.
Right.
We go walk you out.
Yeah, we gonna escort
You
y'all
walking
for
out,
premises.
all right.
You walking out
With
just
my-
with a little help.
Like
Right.
this. Get on up out
Tell
here.
you.
You gave them a reason to fire you. Don't give them a reason to fire you. Like, if you want to walk out and protest, cool. I don't think they'll fire you for that.
No.
Once you start leaking financials and busting into not secret meetings, but higher up meetings, like, nigga, we can't just go busting our managers' meetings
You can't talk bad about your job and expect them.
to look out for you.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, you
show
gave
up
them
on
reason.
like,
Yeah.
Like
got your
you-
coffee in hand. Your password don't work on your computer, my nigga. You
Right.
out of here.
Hell no. My ID
Right.
once came, man. Nigga get the ban when he tried to scam.
Crazy.
Aaron Rodgers did it.
Who?
Aaron Rodgers
Yeah,
What he did?
but
talked bad about his employer.
Yeah, that's a little different.
I'm trying to make big
Privilege.
Well, if you was Dave Chappelle talk about Netflix, you can do it. But when you regular Joe Smo talk about Netflix and busting in meetings,
Out of there.
Aaron Rodgers wasn't busting in meetings.
I was just talking shit.
He just was saying they ain't let me in the meeting. But if he go busting there, he probably be on the same boat. Who knows? I don't know.
If he leaked the playbook, they gonna get rid of his ass.
exactly, goddamn.
And that's what Buddy did. Leak the
The
playbook.
whole play, but he gave the goddamn the Detroit Lions the playbook, and you expect to be here, nigga? No, you
But I
better
wanna know-
go play for Detroit.
I want to ask, was it worth it?
Was what worth it?
Doing it and getting fired for doing it?
Maybe, I don't know. It depends on what comes next for that person.
Because,
Or whoever it is.
certain people have, their thing, you stand up for it and you feel good about standing up for it. But
I don't mind you standing up for it. I just don't like when you do shit that's just completely wrong. Like, don't leak financials.
Oh, they
if you
said
want to
that,
have a
like,
march out, you want
man,
to
that
hold
was
up a
stupid.
sign,
Why
you
do
want to
that?
speak out, cool. But don't go leaking my financials.
Don't be a
come-
martyr now. Like the Facebook whistleblower, you knew who you was working for. And you worked for them a long ass time. This ain't the first thing. And they told y'all last, man, they probably seen his show 2 months ago. If you worked there, probably, you know what I'm saying? You know who you work for. Get out of here. You part of the problem. Baby, bye.
baby.
Paid to be quiet. A black couple was awarded $75,000 by the city of Louisville and the government because of they basically said that they were pulled over and harassed because of the car that they drove, and that they didn't arrest them, but they fucked with them. They was able to sue them, won $75,000, but they can't criticize Louisville police or the city government. They can't talk about it.
I get
Take that deal.
yes.
facts.
Because
Easy.
me taking that deal is really me talking about y'all. That even though I
It
can't
make it like you got something to hide. Why I can't criticize y'all?
because you've already admitted that you lost and you was wrong.
Right? No.
For
That's
doing
what I'm
you
saying.
did.
I'm agreeing with you. Like I'm saying, like you saying that it says something about y'all.
I'm going.
I mean, but that happens within it, like, not a plea, but like, when you pay somebody off, you have to write, you can't sue us
Talk bad
again. You
about
can't
me.
talk bad about
Yeah,
us.
because that's
That's why Colin
I
Kaepernick
wanna-
shut the fuck up.
I won a lawsuit one time, and part of the settlement was
Can't talk
you
shit.
can't talk publicly about them.
So I get it. It's cool, and I get it. If you want to talk about them, don't take the deal.
Yeah.
Which is more important, you getting your money, and probably if you was driving that vehicle that they was fucking with, $75,000.
75, all right.
You gonna get you a new? You can go get 16 of them motherfuckers probably.
They gonna wonder why I got that
Dangerous
shit
enough.
from. Where you get that at?
Just
Oh,
pay your
shit,
taxes
I
on
do,
it, and
you
then
know
you good to
what
go.
But that I don't think that means you can't say where you got it from.
No. I'm saying, where you
No,
get this money
it just
from?
said, it just says
Bruh.
you
just
can't
can't talk-
criticize
I can't criticize them. I'm saying, but I'm saying people gonna be asking, where you get that? Where you get this money from?
I had a
Nigga, don't worry
lawsuit.
about
How
it.
much?
worry about
75,000. Man, this is a good organization. They
Right,
don't do this. Hey, y'all comment. Y'all need. Hey, y'all got another
You
75,000.
want me to shoot the commercial?
I go to the schools. I go to the schools and talk good to the
For
kids.
real.
Y'all got a little extra sitting out there. The cops
tell
are
you.
amazing.
But even if they don't, I mean, Louisville has
Well,
had some problems the last few years where
Facts.
they, it's plenty of people already criticizing and talking
been
crazy about them. So
practicing
they,
a whole
they could sit that one out.
Come on, cops, do the right thing, man. That's just do the right thing. Why? What do y'all think that comes from? What's cops' reasoning for fucking with people?
Power.
Dehumanization.
Power.
Yeah, man. Power and dehumanization. Like you see over and over again. I hate to say it like this, but you see over and over again, a lot of times it be black and brown people. And they look at us as hoodlums, thugs, or people that don't have value. Like we don't value the same thing. That's the only thing, because if you ever talk to people from other sides or other walks, y'all, we talk about this a lot on this podcast. Everybody want the same thing.
Want the same
You want to take care of your
Same
family,
thing.
provide for them, work and protect.
You
That's
think
it.
you think they see all black and brown people that way?
Maybe not all, but
Because let's say they stop a doctor and they treat a doctor the way they would supposedly treat a hoodlum. Like, why are you doing that to a doctor?
yeah, because they
At that
don't know.
point, you just an asshole,
Because you
or
just
what?
see
There's
this. Because
consequence.
you see the color. That's why they. That's what
So that's why I asked if it's
Jay-Z
black
say.
and brown or if it's
I'm
status.
OJ. Okay, shit. Well, you get your ass in that car, nigga. You whoever they want you to be at that time.
Well, no, it's a black doctor gonna get treated a lot better than
No,
quote,
nigga,
unquote,
I don't know
some-
you're a doctor
Well,
when I
you're a
pull you
doctor,
over.
right.
And that's
Well,
what I'm
I
saying.
mean, if you're in a certain type of car, you dress a certain type of way. I think they will. Not saying it's right. Don't get me wrong, but they know it might be a consequence.
Man, I know
if they fuck
doctors
with
that
you.
wear Nike sweatsuits.
Also,
Of course.
also with that.
So that's what I'm saying.
Let's
How I
say-
know you're a doctor when I pull you over?
Let's say
I
it's
just
that-
said dress a certain type of way
So my point
in a
is,
certain type of car.
agree. My point with that is saying,
Your license say doctor on it.
you get that same doctor dressed nice in his car and still get treated like Bobo in the Cadillac Cutlass.
Because
Your job in jeopardy now.
pull you over.
They ain't gonna know. It ain't like you got flashing doctor or some shit.
Right. So by that time, you harassed and
All right,
beat up and bruised.
What I'm saying is, someone that they might perceive as someone that's important, they not gonna do the crazy shit they think to somebody that's not important.
Oh,
That's never
I
gonna
was-
happen.
I
and
agree with
also-
that, but I was just more so referring of when they learn about that.
And also what I
Oh,
was
yeah.
getting to is
Usually it's too late. They were like, "Oh, I didn't know that." That's why they always say, "Oh, I didn't know who that person
Right.
was."
Right.
It shouldn't have mattered. You got to
Right.
treat them like a damn human.
Exactly. And that was my point.
And that's what I was saying.
And that was my point.
Dehumanization.
Also, sometimes is it just because you're black or brown?
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no matter status,
Like,
you could be in a Cutlass
one-
or you could be in a Benz.
One crazy thing about being black, sometimes you do. It's scary to think that people will do more harm to you because of who you are, because you might know the kind of person you are, the kind of things that you do.
I'm a good guy.
Right, but shit, damn.
I just got to stop
but
asking if I got weed at the gas station.
But to sit down and wonder, like, what does that person think of me?
yeah,
And to think, like, what if they just only see me, my color? You know what I'm saying? And that shit can be scary, man. Like
Yeah.
from that standpoint. So I don't know, man.
Especially when a lot of times, nigga, I accomplish more than you in life. Just being real, like, come on, bro.
But sometimes
I'm better at living than you.
Right, like I'm a better human being than you too, because I wouldn't treat you this way.
you read things that could be the animosity.
That I've done some things better than you. You don't feel like I should have.
Yeah,
You took the chance for them to do
Or
something
what a way to
Away from
destroy
them.
that.
because of affirmative action.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
What a
basically
way to destroy it.
Yeah, because like that could change a lot of different things for a lot of different people. So I don't know, man. It's just it's sad to think that that's the reasons or why, but we see over and over again stores across the country. We read, you see it. Shit.
The world we living in.
Racism is the dumbest shit. But with somebody Nurse Week, it was like, I saw a nurse post. She was like, it's crazy that patients with dementia don't forget to be racist. So
I never realized that.
they,
I had to
Because it's a
deal with it.
learned behavior. It's not like something that they.
But
you know,
but
But they
that,
forgot everything else they learned though. They don't know how
that
to do.
just show you how
They don't know how to
deep.
do algebra no more,
That's-
but they know how to be
yes.
racist. That's be crazy. You can't do 2 + 2, but you call me nigga.
You call me
God
nigga.
Damn it. Oh.
Some back there working. So that's just crazy how how deep that shit goes.
I ain't never thought about that shit. That's crazy.
Y'all see it's a Michigan school district want to cancel Halloween and Valentine's Day in order not to hurt the feelings of children whose parents can't participate.
Soft
or
ass
don't
kids.
want them to participate.
Hey man, make them participate. I didn't took a bed sheet or a pillowcase and put it on my head and went trick or treating. Man, you okay?
I can believe
fuck
that.
the rest of the
I
the rest
can
of that
really believe
outfit,
that.
man. Put you whatever.
Shit, I was
Like
a domino one time.
Like even still
Just
like
a brown box.
Like not last year, 2 years ago. Me and my wife. You know what we did for Halloween? We put on all black and put some yellow paint on it in a hoodie. It was robbers. You can be artistic.
Yeah.
Be artistic, goddammit. You don't need much to be artistic, goddammit.
See, artistic as a robber. Now, the nigga didn't come up with like a rainbow. Or
It was an
some
outfit.
shit.
It was all I'm saying is you can always have an outfit. You can take a bed sheet.
A unicorn.
We can make an outfit, kids.
You could have been the ass and she could have been the head. You
Hey,
think of
black
that?
couples, do not go out being a robber
Well,
this Halloween.
That's the only time you get to do it. Shit, for real.
Don't do it that day either.
That's the only time you get to do
But
it. Don't go rob.
Halloween and that's well, I can understand religious holidays because you have Jehovah's Witness, and
right,
people like that. That was always sad they couldn't ever come to the Christmas party, and some never mind. But that was just sad that they couldn't come to the Christmas party. They should call it a holiday party, but whatever. But I do understand Halloween for religious purposes. But what's wrong with Valentine's Day?
It
What,
promotes
somebody-
sexuality.
Somebody
and all
didn't get a
that kind of
card?
stuff.
Nah, somebody didn't get a card.
And some ass.
Hey, look, man. I'm pretty sure we all went to elementary school.
Whoa.
We all passed out the candies and the cards, man, when we was in school, man. Like, the kids do it amongst each other. And a good teacher ain't going to just let one kid not have or participate. So.
Yeah, because every kid got something, but then your little bag might have had, you know what I'm saying? If you was
Well, they didn't say also not to participate. They said for parents who don't let their kids participate in Halloween or Valentine's.
that was
So
always
that's
that was
like
always
three,
the parents'
maybe
choice.
two
Right,
people
so now
out of
I
the
guess
whole
they're trying to
group,
say
so-
that
Right.
they're
get it.
trying to say to
No,
just
man.
even it out. Nobody
You don't
gets
have to be
I
a
get
part of everything.
I don't mind my
get
kids partaking in fucking Halloween and Valentine's Day.
Mhm.
Let them get some candy and some hearts and some Halloween and some fucking dress ups.
some dress ups.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dress ups.
What they going to dress up in? Who?
A robber,
Whatever they want.
all black with a yellow stripe. What's the yellow part?
thought that nigga
It was
was a
just yellow
street.
paint. It was just we just had some yellow paint.
What they got to do with
It
robbers?
matched our shoes.
Like minions on
It
it.
matched the shoes.
Dummy.
It matched the shoes.
Facebook, they made a major announcement this week. They're going to start banning sexual harassment towards celebrities.
Mm.
You know, a lot of people get in their DMs and say the craziest, wildest shit. If they catch it, they flagging it, blocking those accounts, getting them off of there so those people can't target, in particular, celebrities.
Good. Do it for regular people too. Stop being creeps. Simple. Don't be a creep.
Celebs, are you really checking your DMs like that?
Some of them do. Some of
Well,
them.
you know, some of them say they see it. They may not respond, but
Oh,
they see
yeah,
it.
they see it. And then I'm pretty sure it's hard not to. Like, and then we was talking about, like celebrities are human beings too. So you just don't get to say whatever you want to them. But it is something that comes with the job.
Are you going into somebody's DM saying something wild?
Y'all.
Y'all.
No, I'm married.
No, man.
Just anything. It don't have to be the married. It don't have to be the
Nigga
married
said
part.
that shit quick.
It don't have to be the married part. It could
Well-
be Joe Budden. Joe Budden, you a stupid motherfucker.
I'm not DMing somebody I don't know.
That's what I mean.
That's
Like,
crazy. I've never been I've never DM'd a message like a celebrity person.
never.
I DM Jack Evil stuff.
Jack?
Yeah.
He ain't a celebrity.
No, I'm
You
just
talking about
saying.
Jack Nicholson? Shit, Jack.
He was the best Joker though.
There you go, Jack.
No, not that.
Oh,
sucker.
Jack Nicholas was the best.
Jack a Joker.
Jack Nicholson was
Jack
the
a
best
hell of a
Joker.
Joker too.
I like Heath
Jack
Ledger.
is a Joker.
Yeah, Heath Ledger. Dog.
Heath Ledger was the
Yeah.
best one to me.
Yeah, he Ledger. Yeah,
Easy.
Oh,
Rest in peace. But yeah,
that was a hell of a. Yeah, but I'm going with Jack.
But yeah, I ain't never really dove in there saying nothing crazy. And don't y'all come back with them old ass DMs from, remember when you said this?
not to a celebrity.
I don't know what nigga first got on Instagram probably said some wild shit.
To a celebrity though, I don't think I
Not
ever-
to a celebrity though.
That's
Yeah.
what I mean.
I'm
Like
just saying too.
maybe
Yeah,
to some,
Facebook was some wild times when they let you send.
maybe
messages.
to the chick who put weave in my head, but I ain't not to a celebrity.
I bet that DM was crazy. Hey,
the fuck you did to my head?
Can you come put this weave in my head?
I want some braids.
That was pre-Facebook. All right. That was pre-Facebook.
I want braids real bad.
Dummy.
Who was first, Facebook or MySpace?
I think,
Facebook one.
MySpace. I think.
Yeah, MySpace.
Top 5.
Because you know, when Facebook first started, like you had to be a college student, and then like it was only a couple of schools in Alabama they didn't even let you do it.
I don't know why I always like. I'm there when everything first started, but I just be looking at that shit.
He was opposed to the shit.
Man, when I'm just thinking about when Cash Money and everybody was getting on
Everybody was
Facebook,
on that
all
shit.
of them, I'm like, man, I'm not getting on that shit. I wouldn't get on Facebook. It took me like it took me forever to get on Facebook.
That nigga that probably goddamn
dead
married
last.
with a house. And shit.
He got on
He
Instagram.
might have been on Facebook.
Nigga
5
got on
years.
Instagram last year.
No, I got on Instagram a while back.
Instagram
I remember
It was Facebook. That was the last.
doing
thing.
Tariq. Everybody was on Instagram. I was like, all right, I'll try that one. And Snapchat. I tried, I kind of got on them a little early, but I was still late.
Old man head.
That shit just, I don't know, man. At that time, I just didn't want that kind of access to me like that.
I look at it like the access is whatever
You giving
give.
access, but you gaining so much more access.
It ain't even that. You give the access you want to be out there.
Well, that's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
That's true. But if you on there, you pretty much post stuff for the most part. Sometimes.
You can. You don't have to. I know some.
I get it.
I know some niggas who never post nothing and just have a page.
I know.
I'm like, I forgot this nigga even existed.
I know people just respond and talk. They'll talk. You see them like shit, but they don't never say nothing on that bitch. Nigga just be stalking.
You don't say nothing. Ain't had a post in 3 years. Like, God damn, nigga, 1 in 3 years? You can't do 1 in 3?
Jay-Z, they added again. Him and Team Rock raised over $1 million to investigate wrongful convictions in Kansas City, Missouri. It basically says that there was a lot of different wrongful convictions coming out of there. So they raised money to go to seek legal action against the Kansas City Police Department. They're requesting investigative files, personal records, and officer misconduct allegations.
Good.
They're looking into all of them.
I like
That is super dope.
I like to see that everywhere.
Right.
Everybody get with Jay-Z and go from state to state to state to state to city to city to city and do that because that shit is happening everywhere and too often and mostly to black and brown people.
Yeah.
Like you said, you just want, the previous conversation, you just want to see people, everybody treated fair, man. Right. That's it.
And for those times when they
why is it never us?
What you mean?
Who's treating people unfairly?
Hey, somebody had said, so this shit sound crazy. They was like the perks of being black. And they was like, shit, perks? That shit, like not for us, but like for the world. Like, oh, you get pulled over and you black, oh, you good. Shit, oh, they gonna let you in this bar because you black, oh, you good. But like, shit, that shit, only perk you get, like when you be playing football when you was little or something, or you play with the other kid, they I want him first, he good. Right. Or they be scared to fight you or something. But other than that shit don't work that much.
No, it don't.
Nigga don't never get no life benefit from
it ain't
that
the
shit.
life hack.
Oh, I got a house because I was black.
Hell no.
No.
What house you got?
You got a house in spite of being
the
black.
hut. You got the hut.
Oh, they gave me this business loan, man, because I'm black.
$10 business.
Dummy.
$10 business.
Damn,
what
bro.
you about to say those time? My bad.
But no, it's about legal representation. Most time they can't afford it, and with this is gonna allow they got the money and the machine behind them to go back and look at these cases that they probably just threw together and said, okay, he did it. So that's dope. Whatever team he building around him, like you said, man, they need to get with each state because it's another one that's out there. Dude is totally innocent, and he's about to get executed. I forgot the name. I had to find it, but they need to get with him ASAP because he's said to be executed. It was on Killer Mike's page. I forgot the guy's name though.
That's why I really like what Kim Kardashian was doing. She using her celebrity or privilege, whatever you want to call it, for good. So and Jay-Z doing it too, but just in a different way. So that's just dope when people do shit like that, man. Because you don't have to. I think it's dope anytime you do something that you don't have to. Yeah.
Julius Jones is the guy's name.
That's the nigga who played football for the Cowboys, ain't he? Played running back.
Not
From
sure.
Arkansas, but that's not him.
Yeah.
You weird.
Get it from K. Gilroy.
I got you, K. Right. I got it. You
Get it from K. Gilroy.
Dummy.
You said you weird.
You gotta learn it from somewhere.
Music. Young Thug dropped, what was it, Punk? Is that the name of it?
Punk.
Did anybody check it?
Not being offensive.
No, that's the name of the album. Punk.
I know.
Hey.
Some people might not know it. I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Man, what's wrong with calling somebody a punk?
It's
don't know.
offensive to those people.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. 'Cause
But it's nobody that generalizes punk.
Hey,
Like,
Young
you just
Thug
said,
dropped the
oh,
album Pump. Anybody had a chance to take a look, listen to it, or
Yes.
what you thought?
Wasn't that good. It wasn't that good to me. It was weird. It was real weird. He mixed a whole lot of shit in there. He had some country songs in there. It was a real lot of slow songs, a real lot of
it was supposed to
talking.
be a lot of live instruments too, wasn't it? Like acoustic or whatever.
I need to listen
Acoustic.
more to the production.
Stop.
Go get him.
Acoustic.
What I said?
Acoustic.
No, I didn't.
Dummy.
'Cause I took my time.
You still fucking up.
Not
long enough, goddamn.
He was practicing that
That
word.
nigga said acoustic.
But I don't know. I didn't pay too much attention to it other than the shit that I like the young Weezy nigga who make the beats and do the production. Of course, he sounded good and it sounded like he sounded. But then there was also some country beats on there as well. And I don't know if Weezy made those, but those was pretty cool. It's just that I didn't see Young Thug in that lane.
When they hit that Weezy out of here, I was like, oh.
Then it went to a country song. Down in the blue, boy. No,
But I'll say this: I do like the attempt at different, and Young Thug is different.
I always like
so
different.
like to me, this didn't like shock me as like fuck Young Thug because he can do a lot of he got a lot of different ranges, and some of them he was actually like spitting on like you go like okay, you know what I'm saying he did show his rap skills, you know what I'm saying on some of them. So
he had some stories too.
Yeah.
Like, some stories about like some family stories about his mama.
When they
And,
said his mama
Got-
shot his dad or
and then got
daddy.
hit by a car, and then I told my mama I wasn't gonna be gay. Just all kind of just crazy shit like that. I ain't saying that that's crazy, but I never thought to go tell my mama I'm not gonna be gay.
Hey, mama, I ain't gonna be gay.
I just think that's brave, actually.
Yeah, those are the thoughts of who it is.
No. Those are the thoughts of Young Thug. That's what he said. I didn't say that.
Who
I didn't listen to it, so I probably get on it this week or something, but I ain't gonna.
But it was different for me
Yeah.
from previous Young Thugs. But it ain't for me. I ain't gonna lie.
His last projects ain't really been out of.
I've been liking it, like the slime languages
Yeah,
and
I
the
like
one
that.
when he named them all after celebrities like Floyd Mayweather. I liked it those.
Yeah. Let's get to some good music.
Like what?
Tom Kennedy.
Well, hold on. He did have a real good song with J. Cole on there. Like that J. Cole song, I do think is good on the Young Thug
and he
album.
talked about J. Cole and why he thought he was a GOAT because he said that J. Cole is a writer.
Mm.
And he said that the song that they did, it was live because J. Cole didn't write. He went in that bitch and just did what Young Thug would do.
I was about to say he sounded like a thug type of lingo, type of cadence.
Yeah.
And it sounded good.
And so he said that he respected it because, like,
Respected it.
I ain't say respected it.
You didn't put no S in that bitch, I tell you that.
You sure?
I'm so sure. give him one, dude. We're going to
Dummy.
talk about Dom. I ain't get a chance to listen to Dom. We're going to talk
You
about
should. From the West Side with Love 3. I don't know what got into him, but he back. And I love it. I don't listen to it about 4 or 5 times. Y'all know I don't really like music like that.
It's pretty dope. Y'all had me starting to like him, and then
went dead.
when I started liking them,
Went
shit.
dormant.
Oh,
The music went bad.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this cool.
To the
This
real
all right.
strong
And then,
left.
yeah, my man,
I don't know what he did, but he found.
He been out
found
about
the
8
production.
years.
I told you, man. It be them producers, man. Them boys get with
So he dropped Friday too.
Yeah, he dropped
Friday.
Friday.
Drop Friday. Real dope. Really dope. I'm with Joe on
Gucci
that.
dropped
Why?
something?
What made the change though? Why is it?
I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to
now?
listen to that too.
Ty said it was the
It's the
producer.
production. It's always the
Who
production.
is Hit Boy and who else?
Hit Boy, shit, who they? I don't know. Fucking
Who did the drums? Todd.
If y'all niggas gonna tell me why it's better than when it was trash, then tell
Because he
me
got
why
with
it's
Hit
better.
Boy. The
Okay,
same
Hit Boy-
reason.
yeah, Hit Boy
Nas-
got some
Nas shit
beats
was
on
better.
there.
Yeah.
I don't know each and every producer, but you know what I'm saying. His production.
It's a good
is
album. Just listen to it. Okay?
I give it a shot. But when it's trash, I'm gonna come tell you it's trash. So it better not be trash.
Well, just be objective about
I'm
it.
always subjective with music. I ain't gonna say always, but with music,
Yeah,
I am.
debatable.
Not with music.
I will say my boy does give, he has broadened his horizons with the music. Joe, on the other hand, no. You don't listen to
What
them
you
young
mean?
boys.
You're not
don't listen to them
goddamn
young boys.
objective at all with music, boy.
Who broadened their horizon?
Me.
He
I
has
can't get right.
a little bit.
I
Because
do.
he'll listen to a little R&B here and there. But this nigga,
he wasn't never really as boxed in.
Yeah.
It's arguably that you were the most boxed in.
But no.
Yes.
Nope.
At one point, you wouldn't dare listen to no young music.
I give you
And
that. I give you that.
I like
I give you that.
what's my boy name? Big 30? Ain't that the nigga name?
Mm-hmm.
I like him.
That's one out of the 56 niggas we done put in the group.
Them niggas be trash. Ain't my fault. That's your fault.
I'm gonna argue that it's can't get right. He the only man. He the only man who
Right now, yeah.
He hate the big rappers. Like how you hate Kendrick and Cole and
I don't
Yeah.
hate Kendrick. I want Kendrick
Yeah,
to put
this-
out an album
this is
every
true.
5 years.
This is
Kendrick.
very
You
true.
just said last week, and Jermaine corrected you. Kendrick
You
is
did.
trash.
You did.
Now Kendrick is a bum for not putting out an
Same thing.
album in
No,
5
that
years.
ain't what you said.
Kendrick is
Well, his
trash.
last two projects have not been that good.
And you also said J. Cole shit wouldn't be good either.
J. Cole's last project was really good.
But you said he was trash.
That was when he wasn't making good music. That dope and drugs and drugs and whatever dumb shit he made was trash.
I like that album.
You shouldn't have.
You and a lot of motherfuckers did too.
You shouldn't have.
It's crazy.
Might be J. Cole's 5th best album if he got 5.
I feel
I'm gonna go listen to Dez put up that So Icy Boys. I ain't no Gucci.
I ain't
and
know
them
that
had
shit
dropped
on
one
there.
either.
I love it, Gucci, but I'm not.
Oh,
So that's his young niggas.
Yeah, I mean, like Big 30 and that's
I
what
ain't know 30 was him.
well, 30 with Moneybag, but Pooh Shiesty with Gucci.
Gucci, yeah.
So y'all
Y'all think we gonna ever get
Big
too,
Walk Dog.
We gonna ever get too old to listen to Big 30 and Pooh Shiesty now?
Nah,
Yes.
I don't think so.
About another year.
when you we there.
I don't think so. I think you're gonna always, because of the era of music we grew up in, you're gonna always push play on it. You might not listen to it, and it's gonna be some people you just refuse to listen to. Because I ain't gonna lie, when I first heard Pooh Shiesty stuff, I was like, I'm not listening to that.
Now that nigga got you saying brr.
And then he never did that. That's like somebody making me put extensions in my hair. So that shit just,
You nigga you be in here, brr.
you never heard me, bruh.
Yeah. Look at you. You got
Yeah, nigga,
do it
to
too
you.
good. You do it too good. Brr. Like you been
Hey
practicing.
man,
that,
the man with extensions can't talk to me about beer. Bruh. But anyway, man, I started, and he started having some nice songs.
Man, I think the older you get, you just build up so much music that you love that, like, I listen to some new shit and I'm like, man, let me go listen to this old album. Because after years, you just build up so much new shit that you love, it be smaller and smaller space.
But I still am the old nigga though.
What do you listen to more, new or old?
Oh.
Duh. Didn't I just get through explaining?
I don't know.
Dummy.
You say you always go back to old. You didn't tell me what you listen to most, motherfucker. So no, you didn't explain that.
Kyrie.
Kyrie.
Kyrie will not be allowed to play or practice with the Brooklyn Nets until he is vaccinated.
Bye-bye.
It was a lot of stuff going on this week with Kyrie, basically saying that he is refusing basically he doesn't feel that he needs to get vaccinated. He doesn't want to get vaccinated. Doesn't feel there's enough information about it. The NBA or the Brooklyn Nets have responded by basically saying that if he's not vaccinated, that he can't basically play. A lot of different people fall on different sides of it. I just wanted to bring it up because it was a lot of fallout. The Stephen A's, all the world was talking about it. People was some people was calling him selfish, and then I saw where people responded. You calling this man selfish? They showed all the hundreds of thousands and $1 million that he's donated to kids, charities, and different police officers and different HBCUs and
George
different
Floyd?
everything. George Floyd kids
Family?
bought houses and things like that. So.
I hate when he
What's
do
y'all
that
thoughts process on this?
shit.
And
Steven, they need to shut the fuck up.
Tell a nigga how you feel. Who?
Like for real, like
I
don't
agree
stop
with that.
calling this man selfish and
Who they got a fight coming?
Gotta fight, baby.
I'll beat that nigga up.
You better.
And I'll cut his head.
But you lose to Stephen A. Smith, boy. You gonna have to put them extensions back in your head.
I'm gonna put him in his head. He need him. I'm putting him in his. But not even that. Like I don't want to beef Stephen A. But like you need to calm down sometime when you respond to these type of people and the things that they're doing, like calling them selfish and they're this and they're that and they're that. Like this man has stood up for numerous people and helped them. But he's looking out for himself at one point and he's selfish. Like sometimes, hey man, y'all ever heard that you can't help nobody else if you ain't helping yourself first?
Well, I mean, that's why they tell you. I guess you saying that's why they tell you put your mask on first before you try to help somebody else.
Exactly, nigga. If I'm on a plane and we drowning, nigga, I can't drown.
You
and
gonna
put
plane
yours
on?
on.
You gonna drown on a plane?
I can't. Well, if it crashes and goes in the water on the plane, they tell you to
Dummy.
put your. You just said.
You gonna
that.
put your mask on if you drowning?
Listen, KK, right? On the plane, they
It got
tell
oxygen
you
in it.
right on the plane. They tell you put your mask on first before you help someone else, which you just said, and you're going against yourself.
Yeah,
Stop being
but
stupid.
that's when it's falling out of the sky.
I don't
and it
care
loses
when it is, nigga.
air.
Whenever it is.
But
nigga.
if you're in the water, you should be trying to get out. You gonna be trying to breathe with the little mask on in the water?
y'all gonna laugh?
Hey man,
No,
fight your battle, man. You know
no,
what I'm saying?
no.
Fight your battle.
Nobody's gonna laugh at him. Okay, but whatever. That ain't the only point I'm making is like look out for yourself before you can look out for someone else. In order for me to help my family, I have to be strong. In order for me to help all of these people that Kyrie has helped, he has to be strong. That's all I'm saying. So Stephen A. So I hate when he does that. Like he's criticized, and I get that Kyrie has had these multiple situations happen, and I get where that comes from.
Multiple.
He has had multiple. But right now, like if the man is looking out for himself and he doesn't know what health wise, if I can help people in the future because I'm fucked up because of whatever, cool. I get it. I understand it. And I'm fine with it. Even though I've gotten a vaccine. And that's the best thing that out of Kyrie, what Kyrie has said. He actually spoke up. He was like, hey, if you're going to get the vaccine, I support you. If you don't get the vaccine, I support you. And I can't ask for nothing more than that. But me criticizing him for choosing his choice when he's probably going to lose more than the people he's helping, I can't be mad at him for that.
And I'm glad you said that because we do that here on this platform. We don't take either side. Sometimes Joe may call you stupid for not going to get the
Oh yeah. Oh, I touch the side.
but I'm saying we give you your freedom of choice. That's we gonna allow you that, and that's exactly what this is for Kyrie.
Y'all kind of bullied the unvaccinated before.
We have
You
called him
gotta chime in
stupid
on
and
that.
dumb.
They stupid.
There you go. Can't go right.
But what I'm saying to you is,
But I'll say my point.
it's that's just like your employer telling you, man, look, to work here, these are the parameters that we have in place. We understand if you don't feel comfortable for religious reasons. They give you all of these options, but this is what it takes for you to work here.
Mm-hmm.
They put that there for you. If you elect not to do what they have on your job,
That's your choice.
that's your choice.
And
And,
Stephen
I'm
A-
not saying he's a bad person. He's stupid.
I'm
or
saying
anything
Stephen A. shouldn't be mad at him for it.
I agree with you on that. He's just making the choice that's best for him. And I don't think he's a bad person for doing so. Yeah, we want to see Kyrie play. Okay, we're not going to get to see it.
Y'all
The
gotta
world
choose.
goes on.
Y'all got to choose what y'all want. You want
And that's a shame,
Dribble and
too.
shut up or not dribble and
Right.
shut up.
Hey, that's a shame because I love to see Brooklyn 2 years together now. You know what I'm saying? All of them healthy on the same team, trying to offset the Lakers and get at the Bucks. Like it
Right.
would have been dope to see. So
I'm excited. about
hopefully
the NBA.
something shakes.
But
He said he's standing his ground. You think he ever changes? He
No.
loses like 16 million, but he still gets paid 20 million.
Kyrie pretty seemed to be
Strong
pretty
on it.
Right.
Even kill on what he does.
about his morals and his standards, and I don't know if he
don't
moves.
move.
now before this, I never agreed with anything Kyrie ever did off the court, except for like his moon is flat, hit that type shit, and I'm having breakdowns and shit like that.
So that's what you agree with?
But no, I do agree with his choice. This is his choice
Right.
to not get vaccinated. That is your choice. He's different than y'all. He's a top tier athlete with millions of dollars that has unlimited health care and can get all the knowledge and the ulterior things to do to make it better. He's not y'all. He doesn't have to go to work every day. He doesn't have to be in public if he doesn't want to. Damn near can't be in public. But I agree with the Nets too, saying, all right, you gone.
Well, yeah, I agree with them.
So
I do.
nobody's really wrong. That's why I hate Stephen A. Like,
I don't know if that's
stop
more so-
shitting on people.
Is that on the Nets?
No, New York City. They
They got a.
It's on the NBA. I ain't gonna put it on nobody, but I'm just gonna say I understand the Nets because hey, you really can't play in California. You can't play all of the games. You can't practice everywhere. So
you can't practice.
I'm
you can't
handicapped.
play home games. You can't play in California. If y'all play, you can't play in Canada.
Right.
If y'all play the Knicks, you can't play there.
So you're playing 1/3 of the games. I'm
And I'm
as a
going to pay you
business
for that.
standpoint, that
Right.
don't make sense for me.
Right.
But also, if you look at it, and with the injuries he's had, You don't know what might happen by February.
And you don't know what happened. What if the playoffs is in Golden State versus
No,
the Nets?
no. What I'm saying is in February, what if there's no more mandate?
I get that, and I understand that. But I'm also saying that what if the finals are Golden State versus the Nets, and he can't go to Golden State and play?
Did you hear what I just said?
Yes, I did. Did you hear what I said as well? Motherfucker, yes,
But
I heard
if there's
you.
no mandate,
I agree with you.
Anywhere.
But I'm also, we don't know if that's going to happen. It's probably going to be a mandate at that point. You heard that?
Numbers are going down.
Stock just told you that numbers went up.
No,
You're going about the vaccination.
Stock just told you that numbers went from 500 to 3,000
Facts.
deaths.
But you're talking about the vaccination going up, so
I get that.
helps.
I
but-
get that, but deaths went from 500 to 3,000.
In Alabama, new cases are hospitalization is almost pre-Delta variant in Alabama right now. Because like those deaths that he was talking about is scaring the shit out of people, which it should.
And I get that.
And they're going to get vaccinated.
Do you think that the NBA changes their standpoint mid-season? I think that once
It's not
they
the
said
NBA, Hootie. It's the city of New York.
for the duration of this season, I don't think that the mandates change.
They could. We've seen.
I don't see it
know.
changing.
I don't know.
That's my only point. I think that they've put in precedent what's going to stand for this season at this point.
Right.
Like, hey, you need to be vaccinated for this season, or in California you can't play, in Toronto you can't play, in New York you can't play, and then maybe next season that changes.
But it's
for
not this season.
Because
It's
it'd be
not
all
for
for
the
naught
Hooters
if they
season.
change it. You know what I'm saying? That you force these people to get these shots and then you change it. I don't think they budge on that stance of what you're asking. So no,
Yeah,
I don't think
exactly. Like you made Kyrie get a shot that he don't need in January.
And now you change
That
it.
that ain't fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is not the NBA is doing this. It's not. It's the city of New York. And if they come back and say, all right, y'all, numbers are down, there's no more mandates. Now, what I don't agree with is for Kyrie in the city of New York, for Kyrie to go to work, he has to get vaccinated.
At least one shot, which is crazy.
Okay, at least one shot. But New York City police officers do not have to get vaccinated.
It's coming.
Is that true? Because
I was just laying off doctors the
they-
other week.
In Chicago, they've made it mandatory. So I think it's going to New York.
Right.
But in Chicago, they just made it mandatory for
I don't know if
police to
that's
do it.
true. I think New York got all of their officials working
And
because they
I-
got all of their doctors doing that shit.
Well,
They
I
have
don't
to
know
get
if
the
it's
vaccine.
official that New
Well-
York cops have to.
Yeah, doctors aren't city employees, but police officers do not have to get vaccinated as of right now in New York.
I think that's going to change.
And their deaths was 400,000 more because of COVID. Like you were literally around people all day.
Right. I that's what I'm saying. I get it, but I don't know. You know,
So
like I don't know that right now.
keep the same energy for both ways. But if Kyrie want to do his research and he not talking bad about it, he didn't say some story about his cousin got big balls because they took the shot. Like he ain't doing none of that. He said, "Hey man, this is my decision. It is."
The Menage Hive going to get your ass.
Man,
What they call them? Folks, barbs or something like that.
The barbs. The
all
barbs
that,
gonna get your
all
ass.
that
On your
plastic,
ass.
all that plastic they put in their ass, they ain't know where that came from.
They're gonna be on your
This
ass.
damn
I'll tell you
vaccine,
that.
we need to research more. They wouldn't have got their body done in the basement, but we need to research before we put something in our body that we
Hey,
don't know
Stock,
what it is.
please change it before this man dies.
Oh, you gonna die with that drooping ass.
That's so stupid.
Still going in sports, man. College football, man. It's been a hell of a season already, man. We've seen a lot of different twists and turns. I saw some stats that was kind of interesting. I know they got a stat for everything, but these was kind of different. They said that this year, 40 ranked teams have lost this season. It's the most through the first 6 weeks. They said 20 unranked teams have defeated ranked teams, the most ever through the 6 weeks, and 42 different teams have been ranked. Thoughts?
I have an idea. I think it's because you gave all these seniors an extra year. So where your Alabamas, your Clemsons, they're going to lose their juniors and seniors to the NFL. But if you one of these mid-level schools, your seniors might not go to the NFL.
I
So
think
that's 5-6 years of football playing.
I think
What
that
about-
stat
what about-
mixed
what-
with the portal?
And also, what about Clemson, who still has those players like Skowski? That nigga been there 9 years.
The other
The
linebacker.
other linebacker.
They have good players. They still have the good wide receiver. They still have the good quarterback.
They still
have
lost
the
a
great
lot
coach.
to the NFL too, though.
They have, but they also still got those good players coming back as well.
I don't know. I just think
I think it's more parity. It's just more parity.
Right. I'm loving it.
And I also say I really don't fucking know.
I think I like it simply because with all this big conference alignment and
Right.
things, I think it gives. And this is what I was saying about taking Oklahoma. They've dominated the Big 12. I think they got 14 Big 12 championships, and the rest of the Big 12 like 12.
12. Right.
Some
Combined.
bullshit like
Right.
that. And you gonna put them in the SEC, and then who else supposed to be coming?
Texas.
Texas.
Put them in the SEC. Like I said, everybody can't be good. Somebody got to be sorry. So some powerhouses are going to dead.
Go to dead.
Yeah, they gotta go. Like you have no choice. Which lets the new Cincinnatis of the world. It lets UCF, Charlotte, UAB perhaps. It lets those kind of people come up and creep up without being challenged. I think it's a bad idea to kind of make these power like. I'm hoping that this is the start of a new trend, so you can get new schools in the mix.
Do you think that also causes Cincinnati getting to the Peach Bowl and losing to Georgia every year, or do they eventually get over that hump?
I think they can
They
get
get
over
on
that
that
hump.
hump.
If they win,
If
It's
they
no
get in the
different than
fourth.
Oklahoma going
Right.
there and getting their
And
ass
they're
kicked that.
destroyed.
Or Ohio State getting their ass kicked that.
I think that's different from Oklahoma going and Cincinnati going.
I don't know
I
how
just-
different
what's
it
the
is.
difference?
Oklahoma is Oklahoma. They are stable.
And they
are
get their ass
Cincinnati.
kicked.
Right, they get their ass
stable.
destroyed every time.
They do, but Cincinnati.
Notre Dame get their ass destroyed every single time they played.
Got you, but
They put Oregon in there one time.
Oklahoma also has championships, so Cincinnati doesn't. That's the difference.
Fine, new.
Not in this new setup, they don't.
But they have history. Oklahoma, we gotta admit that Oklahoma has a bigger.
They play a
history.
great brand of football.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
get
yeah.
it.
Not even
Cincinnati
that, not
plays
even-
They
great
have a
football, too.
pedigree.
Yeah, they have a different history.
They're a
than
traditional
Cincinnati.
powerhouse.
That's
I
what I
got
mean.
you.
That's
They're
what I
blue
mean.
blood.
I get you.
So you don't
They
think
do.
that's a little different, or you think that's the same?
So with these new schools winning now, you don't think they deserve a shot just because of
I
their
think they
pedigree?
deserve a shot, but do you think that they get there every year and lose? It's my point.
Maybe.
You got to
But-
put them in there first.
But put them there.
You got to give them a shot.
You got to put them in there, but they're gonna get their ass kicked.
And that's
No,
all I'm asking. That's all
you
I'm
can't say
asking.
that.
I just
man.
look at, okay, use Cincinnati as an example. Cincinnati went all the way to a BCS Bowl last year or whatever, and they barely lost to the number one team in the country. They returned 19 starters, and they're undefeated this year. If they continue on this trend, they need to be in there. Regardless of if they get their ass kicked or not, they deserved, by their efforts and their play, to be there.
So do you keep that
With the way
same,
this year going, if they end up undefeated, yeah.
do you
they-
keep
they gonna
that
be in
same
there.
energy when you say, okay, I'm sick of Oklahoma. They don't need to be there no more.
If you play in, you're in.
You're
That's
right.
That's all I think.
Well,
remember you
well,
said that,
actually,
though.
the whole
Remember.
country
What you
is
mean?
tired
Why
of,
would I not say that? I've never
Alabama
been
Clemson.
against kids who bust their ass to be there.
I've heard you say that Oklahoma shouldn't be there because they keep getting there and losing.
I've never said that, Huda.
Okay.
No, I never would. I might have said. I'm not saying that they don't
Ohio
deserve.
State as well, but okay.
No, like I might talk shit, like man, fuck, I'm tired of seeing them in there. They don't go there and get their ass kicked, but they deserve that. I
Okay.
wouldn't say that they don't deserve to be there if
Cool.
they undefeated.
That's cool. I accept that. Cool.
That's crazy.
Shit, because I'm just ain't going on what
All
you
right,
said.
so, question. So, because we were talking about this year, say Alabama lose to Georgia, they'll be a 2-loss team.
Get out of there.
They shouldn't be in there.
Mm-hmm.
Once you put Oklahoma and Texas in the SEC, a 2-loss SEC
Still gonna have to be in.
school
Gotta be in the
should
conversation.
still have a chance at the playoffs.
At that point,
It depends.
At that point, I'm ready for the expansion.
Facts.
Of
Because you can't do that, man. You can't start saying, oh, shit, Alabama, Georgia, Texas, and Oklahoma get in. Like, what the fuck? Come on now. Everybody
If
else.
they the four best,
No,
it's very
fuck
possible
that.
that they're the top 4 best schools.
I'll stop watching football tomorrow if that's what
No,
we're
you
going.
wouldn't.
Yes,
You'd watch that shit
I
so
really
good.
wouldn't. I really wouldn't. That'd be trash.
Yeah.
Stock on the grill.
That'd be trash. That'd be like I'm barely watching it as much as I did, but nigga, that would be stupid.
I think that's part of it, but do you think that that's where it goes?
No.
Fool, for the
I
last
think when they expand it
with these
eventually more than
conferences
4.
becoming 30-team conferences and 20-team
You're
conferences,
gonna have to.
I think that's where it's
they're
going.
gonna have to expand the playoffs.
They're
They're
gonna
already
have to
talking
expand the
about
playoffs. They
expansion of
already-
playoffs.
they already-
for the
yeah.
last 4 to 5 years, fool, it's been the SEC and Clemson. That's it.
Or Ohio State.
The
Ohio
whole
State.
country. No,
Or
I'm talking
Oklahoma.
about actually winning.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like,
SEC, Clemson.
Ohio State won. Ohio State beat Bama with Claret and
10 years ago.
that nigga said Claret.
Nah, it wasn't Claret. It was
Zeke.
Jones. Yeah, Zeke
Yeah.
and Jones and Cardale Jones.
6, 7 years ago.
Mm.
Within that time frame.
I'm not arguing that the SEC is not powerful. Goddamn, that's stupid. But what I'm saying is, I think that
Sound
like
like a
like,
Northwestern.
like what y'all said the other day. If Pac-10, nigga, you just said this the other day. If a Pac-10 team go undefeated, can't get right. Try to say they shouldn't be there, and you
I
said
agree.
they should.
I agree.
That's it. That's all I'm saying.
They
Can't
will
just
be
pack
there.
it full of
Right.
SEC schools.
I mean,
and
if
that's
they
what's
go undefeated, they will be.
and that's what's finna happen to the SEC. You finna have, I don't know who it is,
3 lost
but you're not
teams.
gonna have Alabama, Auburn, LSU, Georgia, Texas, Oklahoma. Give me some Florida. Give me some more power ones.
That's about it.
Oklahoma, Texas,
Kentucky shit. Them niggas.
No power, traditional
Georgia,
power.
You named them all.
Florida.
Georgia.
You named them all.
Okay,
you know
so
what I
out of those 8, throw Texas A&M over there too.
Texas A&M.
9.
That's 19.
Somebody got to be sorry. You get what I'm saying? Like somebody's gonna lose that luster of that power.
And they're not gonna be
Who-
sorry.
I don't know
They're just
who-
gonna lose.
I don't know who it's
Well,
gonna be.
well, you can take
It ain't gonna
Auburn
be a-
out of there. They're not a powerhouse.
It's not going to be a situation where they.
I think
Auburn
Yeah,
deserves
when I
to be
call
something
it
better.
what I call about a powerhouse, I just mean
Traditionally
Tradi-
good, man.
they're in the top 10.
I say in the
recruiting.
Pac-10, they're number 1.
Yeah.
But those 8 schools can all be good. You remember when the whole SEC West was
No.
good?
But they
can't.
can't all have less than 2 losses.
Right. It'll
What
be
about,
impossible.
what about 2
for them.
losses?
You can't. Like I
That's
get it.
not fair.
Well,
Then that's
shouldn't have
their
made
fault.
you shouldn't have made that mega ass
We didn't-
conference.
right. That's not our fault. That's their fault. Like if you go in the Pac-10 and the Big 10 and you undefeated.
Nigga, didn't nobody
If
tell
I'm
you
an
to do that.
Alabama and I lose to LSU when they're very good,
I don't
and then,
care.
And then I lose to Georgia in the SEC championship.
No.
And then you have an undefeated Penn State and an undefeated Oregon. What the
Yeah,
fuck you gonna do?
and then the argument about
Yes, against an undefeated.
the argument about conferences, and this is what I hate. This is why I feel like, like as a sports person, like the argument, it'll be like, oh, Clemson ain't playing nobody, and then Clemson go in the bowl game and beat the shit out of Alabama in the championship.
And then you
so
have,
it doesn't matter.
Okay, so that even broadens even more. You have an undefeated Clemson, you have an undefeated Oregon, and you have an undefeated Penn State. What do? Put a 2 loss or 1 loss.
The SEC
LSU
champion
in there?
goes. That's it. It's just the SEC champion at that point.
An
because
undefeated
that's it.
team from a Power 5 goes. no matter
Exactly.
what.
so that's my nigga. You're not getting 4 SEC teams in there,
Or
so
2. You're not
somebody's
getting 2.
going to dead.
You're not getting 2 in there.
All right,
in that instance.
all right, but say
A
Penn,
one-loss SEC team.
but say
in
Penn
the,
State has
hold on.
1 loss, and then SEC school has 2 losses,
no, but okay. Yeah.
or
But
Oregon.
right now, in the who's undefeated in the Big 10 and the
It's
It was
Michigan,
Iowa, but
Michigan
Michigan
State,
State.
and there was. It's still some undefeateds in the
and
Big
Iowa
10.
just lost
Iowa
yesterday.
just lost
I think
yesterday.
it's
So it's
one more.
Michigan and Michigan State.
Penn State, they lost.
No,
They
Penn
lost.
State lost.
Yeah,
So it's Michigan State.
Michigan State.
Let's say they went out, and then let's go to
Well,
the
they got to
Pac-
play each other, so they can't.
One of them still gonna be undefeated.
Right.
Okay, so let's go over here to the Big 12. You got Oklahoma, and then let's go over here to the Pac-10. You got Oregon. They're all undefeated.
Well, Oregon lost one game.
Well, who's number 1 in the Pac-12? I don't even.
It'll be Oregon, but they got, like you said.
Okay, so
It's a Power 5 conference, so they gotta be in the
let's
conversation.
even say they have 1 loss and they win the championship. They're a champion.
Mhm.
You're gonna get 2 teams from the SEC in there?
Do you think Alabama's a better team than Oklahoma?
Yes, I do. But they're an undefeated champion. I'm not putting Alabama in over them. I'm just not. That's just
Shouldn't have lost to Texas
Well,
A&M.
no,
Texas
no,
A&M
no,
got 3 losses.
No, you said undefeated.
because you just named a team that's undefeated. Oklahoma, who's undefeated. So that's all I'm talking about.
You can't jump an undefeated team. Ain't
Yeah,
a
I
Power
know.
5. I said that. You can't.
No, you
But
didn't.
But a
You,
one loss.
you just told me Oklahoma is Alabama better than Oklahoma.
No, I just asked you
yes.
a question,
Yes, I think they're better, but Oklahoma's undefeated and a champion
and they deserve to get in and play.
Let
over
me ask you
Alabama.
this.
Yes.
Okay.
Oklahoma undefeated, they win the Big 12, and you got to pick Alabama, who potentially, say if they win the SEC, but they still got that 1 loss, and it's between Oklahoma.
Well,
Alabama,
if that's the case, then they're going to get in. But then at that point, the argument becomes Georgia, Oklahoma.
I got you.
So it's still an argument. It's just which
If
team you're gonna
Georgia
argue.
only lose to Alabama this year, they deserve to be in the national championship.
over Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Fuck the goddamn semifinal game.
Playoffs. I said playoffs.
you didn't. You said
Well,
the national championship. Goddamn.
I meant playoffs.
But no, not
gotta-
over fucking
No.
undefeated.
And Alabama got a bad that Texas A&M loss is not gonna age well.
I think it ages very well.
No, it don't. Texas A&M lost to Clemson. Clemson is pretty pathetic. So that number 2 ranking that Clemson had is not good. They lost to Arkansas. Arkansas has been struggling.
The only way that it ages well is if they win out.
Yeah, and
Alabama,
I think Texas
yeah.
A&M wins out.
No. If Bama wins out, meaning
Oh.
they beat Georgia,
They got to beat Georgia in the SEC championship game. 'Cause
that's
they
the
going.
only way.
Yeah. They
So
going.
if they lose to Georgia, they dead. They going to dead.
Probably.
But it's no argument if they. But then the argument
But-
becomes at that point. The argument becomes: is Georgia better than those other teams So it's no
Why
longer
y'all
Bama.
playing? Oklahoma still got to play Oklahoma State.
I think
in
they
that
beat
Bedlam
him
game.
with this new quarterback. I think
With
they beat him.
that boy back there throwing that tater rock.
Tater Rock. I think they beat him.
That boy know how to throw that tater.
He does.
That boy,
And he can run that tater.
yeah.
Okay, college football. We've got an announcement today that Ed Orgeron is out of there at LSU at the end of the season. What do y'all think about that? And
Poorly.
the reason being is not because he's been bad, it's because, well, he's been bad just in different ways. He split up the locker room in multiple ways.
Hey, you gotta have.
I don't know
your
if you
locker
can have
room.
that.
At first, before I knew about the split up of the locker room, it was kind of like it's premature.
Right.
But if that's the case and
Yeah.
he's splitting up the locker room and it's not gelling, then you got to get somebody out of there.
You gotta get it. You gotta get him out of there.
And that could be a reason why you wasn't as good as you should have been, because you split up the locker room and you made players sit out who wasn't going to sit out because they just didn't want to play for you.
I wonder if that's why Jamar Chase ain't played last year.
Maybe.
Possibly.
That'd be a big difference.
Yeah.
With that boy on the field.
The stories that's coming out is that he split up the locker room. He was going against the players and the team for them wanting to do things and stand up for things that they want to
Social
stand up
justice
for.
issues.
Social justice issues. And he was like, nah, don't do that on my watch.
Right.
But in the public, he was like, I
support the
respect
players,
it.
yeah.
I support it.
Yeah.
And it's different in house. So I was all for, I'm sorry, Ed Orgeron. I've been arguing for you that you just won a championship 2 years ago and now they're bothering you. But if that's what you was doing,
I want
I know,
LSU.
but-
If you LSU, I think it's time for LSU to get a splash, or they're gonna get left behind.
Yeah.
And there's a few out there, but honestly, if I'm LSU, I might go try to target Brady.
you think he takes it?
I think he would.
And when we say Brady, we're talking about the offensive coordinator for the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, that was
was
their
there for the
offensive
championship.
coordinator for
Right.
the championship. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would take it.
You gonna have to come
Rather
with-
than the offensive coordinator of a decent team in the Carolina Panthers right now.
Yeah,
gonna
this is
have
a
to-
head coaching job
Hell
in the
yeah,
SEC.
In the SEC,
Nigga, you can make
you gonna make more money.
And you're not gonna get Saban type money, but you can probably get
6,
more.
7
close,
million.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can get $6, $7 million.
You probably making maybe one, if that.
And
as
then
an
if your
off- as an
objective is
OC.
to go back to the league, you know for a fact if you do great at LSU, you can get a head coaching job in the league if you want to go back.
But we all know that the NFL is a society, and you can be bad, and that shit just rolled.
But he's already in. He's in the society.
Right.
He
But
came
once you-
from the
But
society.
once
You
you
can always
leave
go
it,
down.
once you leave it, can you go back to it?
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
go,
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
leave
Pete
it,
Carroll.
Pete Carroll.
you leave it and go be bad.
Pete Carroll.
If you
Pete
leave it
Carroll.
and go be bad,
Well,
he left it and went and got great.
I think that's. I
He
think
was
that
great
no,
when he left it.
no. I think that's the point you were making. The NFL is a society. So if he go to LSU and be bad, the people who remembered what he did in the NFL gonna be like, "Hey, yeah, bring your ass back. We told you not to go down there with them."
But you use Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll left and went to USC and was amazing.
I got it, but I'm just saying the NFL is a society. What the NFL doesn't like is the great college coach that tries to go to the NFL and is a bum.
Nick Saban.
Well, he came from the NFL.
He did. Steve Spurrier is a better example.
Steve Spurrier or my man Chip Kelly.
Chip Kelly. But they at the
Get
time.
your ass out of here,
but,
man.
But they
He's
at
a
the
bum.
time had what you would call a gimmick offense.
Facts.
So that's what the NFL really don't like. It's just style.
So stop. Our gimmick offense is different now. Like
the fuck?
Huh?
our
Argument
my bad.
defenses.
I can make Arsenal different now. What the fuck is that?
Had a little weave in my mouth. Our gimmick office is different now. Like
Can't get it right.
yeah,
He can't get it.
Cliff Kingsbury, he was a gimmick, and
You think
he's
so?
right now. He's undefeated. Yeah, he was a fucking gimmick. He was a high school gimmick, and he's undefeated in the NFL right now.
But
I just
I think
think
the
he's a
time that he
brilliant
came
offensive
in,
mind,
that's what they're trying to do.
that's what I mean, which is a gimmick. I think
I don't think it's a gimmick.
That's
no
not
more.
that's
You're
not
right.
the word for it.
I think Arizona's offense is a gimmick. I do. That's just me.
Who they? I mean, that nigga.
They're not the traditional power.
the spread.
which is a gimmick.
The
According to
NFL is going to that. Have you looked around?
Yeah.
That's my whole point. So it's no longer what was a gimmick. It's no longer a gimmick anymore. It's the spread.
Right.
No.
But when Spurrier came in, that was a gimmick.
That was a gimmick. Now everybody.
When Chip Kelly came in, that was a fucking gimmick.
And now everybody's doing those things.
Yes,
Right, so it's
now.
not a gimmick anymore, but back then it was.
So what's a gimmick offense now? in college.
That's not traditional.
In college?
Wishbone?
Shit, Army.
No.
Wing T?
No. Like let's be
You don't
real.
want to answer now.
Yeah, right.
No, because I want you to give me a real answer. You're not going to hire Army's coach to go coach in the NFL. You're not. Nobody's
Right,
not.
so
This
that
is very
goes to our
true.
So
point.
give me an offense right now in the college that's a gimmick that you're going to hire.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Exactly. So then that's my point. Y'all don't see that? No? Okay. Yeah, slow.
What we're saying is the NFL does not like gimmicks. So why would we give an example of a gimmick team that the NFL would like?
What?
Don't worry about it.
I get what you're saying. He
So,
basically
bro.
saying that Cliff Kingsbury and all them are gimmicks.
What's a gimmick? He's a gimmick. Currently a gimmick.
But what I'm saying
It is
is,
working.
is currently the NFL has trended towards that's the
Right,
style. It's not a
trendy
gimmick
now.
anymore.
Yeah, it's not a
And I
gimmick.
feel like when Spurrier came, nobody was doing it. It was way before his time. So I'm talking about the timing of it is different now.
Spurrier was trying to throw it 40, 50 times when quarterbacks weren't throwing it over 25 to 30. Now quarterbacks throwing it 50, 60
That's
times.
exactly why Brady back in the NFL.
Brady, I know you're talking about the coach right now, but the quarterback, Brady, did y'all know that this is the most passes, most yards, most everything he's ever had in his entire career?
Yes, because the
pass
NFL
game.
has changed. That's what we're saying.
Well, no. Nah, not really.
That didn't
Let's
age
say,
well, did it?
well, let's say he's in New England. He doesn't have that. I'm
New
just
England,
saying.
he throwing 2 and
I
3
feel like it's
yard
because
passes.
he's in a different place, which does that. And it's not a gimmick because this offensive coordinator, head coach has been
Well,
in
we
the
never
NFL.
said it as a gimmick.
Yeah,
we
we
said the
never
NFL
said-
has changed.
And also Antonio Brown is his third best receiver.
Well, I mean, he had
Those
good receivers
do
in New
play
England.
into goddamn
He had,
his favor.
he had good receivers, a decent receiver in New England as well.
Decent. He has the best receiving core in the league right now.
Okay,
That boy had bums in New England. Don't say he had bums.
y'all forgot the Moss years? Like that year?
That
The
was
one Moss year?
The one
Okay.
Moss
Then he
Yes,
had
that
this
was a great
great
year.
year.
Yes.
That was a great ass year.
And he threw
Yes.
50 touchdowns. So what do you say?
And that was the
And even in that year, he didn't have this many
and they
passing
even
yards.
because he had one Moss and some nobodies.
So stop. The best year he's ever had in his life, and any quarterback has almost had in anybody's life. He's having a better year now. That doesn't. You don't think that's different?
yes, because the NFL is a spread league. It changed.
Yeah, because New England was
hadn't
holding them back.
Times hadn't changed yet, even with Moss back then.
Hold on, what?
Time like the play style didn't change yet.
The NFL hadn't
he-
adopted it
yeah.
fully yet.
Whereas Peyton
He probably
Manning-
was still throwing it 30
that's
times.
that's false because Peyton Manning was throwing that bitch 100 times a game.
Yes and no, but
Yes and yes.
Peyton Manning was still.
yes and yes.
But Tom Brady wasn't. He probably was
That's
only
what-
throwing it 30 times.
Come on, who-
35
now-
times,
I agree.
maybe.
That's my whole
Who
point.
you disappointing?
Now
me
he's
right
throwing it 40, 50 times.
Because
Who you disappointing?
I
me
was
right
saying
now.
all that to say that maybe New England was holding them back a little bit.
No, you're disappointing me right now.
disappoint yourself, nigga. I ain't
Because
here to
you
disappoint you. I
don't
give
get mad
a shit
because
about
I'm
it.
disappointed in you.
I don't care about you and your disappointment.
And then-
It's the second time today.
And then New Orleans, I mean not New Orleans, but New England usually had a pretty reliable running game.
not really. They had Corey Dillon who was running a 4.840.
And then they had Big Bruiser, who from Oregon, who knocked the jaw loose.
Who?
Blunt.
Yeah.
Bum.
Then they had they've had a
They
pretty
had a
decent running
reliable
game
running
every
game.
time.
They made it a reliable, but they had bums.
Just like they
made it a reliable.
that's what they did with their receivers, other than Moss.
Those
Exactly.
are facts.
Okay, cool. You said they had good receivers though.
They had accountants out there catching the ball. Accountants.
I want to say we talking about the league and it changing, but stepping back to college and the league, Lamar Jackson. Louisville announced that they will be retiring his number 8 jersey. I think it's
Deserved.
coming up on November the something. It's
Deserved.
coming up,
Yeah,
but
that's dope.
I don't know if y'all saw that clip, but it was like a surprise. He thought he was coming down to do just a regular interview.
Yeah.
Ended up getting the announcement that they're gonna retire his jersey. So shouts out to Lamar Jackson and everything he doing, man.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Miami retiring. What's that?
Sean Taylor.
Sean Taylor jersey. That's dope too.
Yeah.
Well deserved. Well deserved for Lamar as well as Sean Taylor. And both of those schools should do that. That's dope.
I would have thought Sean.
Did
Taylor
y'all see that
would
game
already
Lamar
happen.
Lamar Jackson had the other night?
Oh,
He's
bruh.
improved as a passer.
He has.
He's improved as a passer.
Man, I went to sleep thinking them boy had just lost.
Mm-mm.
Man, I don't know how the hell them boy came back. Like they offense wasn't moving the ball at all.
Lamar's a gimmick.
Shut up, Hooter.
Lamar's a gimmick.
Because even at
He's the
Louisville,
change to me.
Man.
even at
He's a
Louisville,
damn boy.
even at Louisville, he had an arm and can put it on the money.
For you to say
Just
gimmick,
going from last year to this year, and they showed the stats. They showed the numbers. This isn't me. They showed that shit. That man has completely changed his game fully.
Facts.
because
It's not even close.
I think because the game is changing.
So you mean somebody
No,
can
he's
improve?
changed. He's got.
I mean, he's improving, but I think the game is changing. Look at the quarterbacks, for God's sakes. Look at them. Look at Jalen Hurts. Look at Kyler Murray. Look at Lamar Jackson. Look at the boy in Kansas City.
They're all sounding like the things that I'm speaking of as gimmicks. They're not the tradition.
Gimmicks is like one at a time.
Let me fix.
gimmick.
Right,
But if
right.
7,
I think you need
8
to define
teams
that.
Hold on,
doing
listen,
it, it's
stop.
not a gimmick. Or
Listen.
20 teams doing it, it's not a gimmick.
What I mean by gimmick, it is you're not that traditional 3-step drop throw.
Who does that?
Tom Brady.
He used to.
He does it now.
You
Don't
just-
say he used to. What I mean by he's there, the gimmick means the game is different. Meaning the Lamar, he can run, he can throw, he can do whatever you need. The Mahomes, he can run, he can throw, he can do whatever you need.
I think that's
They're
called
not just-
evolution and not a gimmick.
It's
It's
Hey, Google gimmick. The definition of gimmick, because I'm confused. He's confused.
I think that's
'Cause
called
to
evolution
me,
and not a gimmick.
Yeah,
Right?
to
That's
me,
why I said I
gimmick
think you define
it's
the
like
gimmick as
I'm trying to trick
temporary
you,
fix.
and this is a temporary
Right.
gimmick.
Right.
Like I'm trying to get by for now. But now the whole league is doing this. It means it's changed.
Right.
I don't know if the whole league is doing it.
Yes, pretty much.
The majority of the league
It's a
is
trick.
doing it.
Yo,
Gimmick.
we just
gimmick.
No.
Gimmick. A
We
trick.
just-
Oh, you don't want to know the definition of gimmick?
No, I do. But
A trick or device intended to attract attention publicly or business. What the bottom part say? It
A
is
word
not
is
so
not
much
much
a program to improve service as a gimmick.
Okay, you said that to say what?
It's a trick. It's intended
If
to.
most people are
That's
doing
the
it, it's not a
definition
gimmick.
of a gimmick.
It's not so much of a program.
So basically-
meaning it's not long-term thing.
Okay,
It's
so
like a
until the majority of the NFL is doing that, it's a gimmick. We named 3 quarterbacks out of 32.
who did most of the quarterbacks are throwing this bitch outrageously.
No,
Dallas runs
they're
a
not-
form of the spread.
they're not. No,
Yes, the spread offense
stop,
is
stop.
a thing now. brother.
Don't. The Dak is not Lamar. Dak is not Kyle.
What's that got to do with
Dak-
the offense?
Because a quarterback makes the difference. Like we're talking about a people. Like you think Dak and Lamar's the same person?
No, I'm talking about their offense.
Exactly. Let me go back. Let me
Not the same.
try this. Let me try it this way.
Kyler and
somebody
Dak is the same
somebody
person?
stop me.
No.
Dak. I'm gonna put Dak in there. Kyler.
You shouldn't put Dak in there.
Yes, I can because he's athletic. They run the little read option with him
RPO.
sometimes. The RPO.
Dak
Do they
is-
not?
Dak is not Lamar and fucking Kyler Murray.
Why? Okay,
I'm
let me
not
ask you-
talking about his athletic ability. I'm just
am.
talking about the idea of being
I am.
able to do that.
I am.
You go back. Brett,
I
go
am.
back to the Brett. Somebody tell me. Go back to the Brett Favre, Dan Marino, fucking those kind of motherfuckers. You didn't see a read option.
Agreed.
You didn't see a RPO. That's all I'm saying. The game has changed, and with those quarterbacks, you can do it. Even Fields.
I was just about to
It's,
say they
now it's
literally
more
have
quarterbacks
changed
that
the
can do
whole
that now
shit
than
because they
hey,
got Fields.
They changed it. The
The
game
offense
has
has
changed.
changed.
I know that
In the
And I
NFL.
understand it, and I agree with that.
That's all we saying. Even my guy in Buffalo running the read, motherfucking running with it. Burrow, fucking Aaron Rodgers just said, man, start sliding. Because he's running the read and throwing and running with the motherfucker. The game has changed. How can you not say that?
I never said that.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. I
Hey,
never
man,
said
do we-
that.
hey, man. Yeah.
I never said that.
Deion, man. Shouts out to Deion Jackson and Jackson State.
Deion Jackson.
Deion Jackson.
Deion Jackson. That nigga doing it big.
That's him, Deion Jackson.
That's
nigga.
Lamar Jackson uncle. Guy.
Deion and Jackson State. 58,000, man. Showed up to the homecoming game with what was it? Alabama State versus Jackson State.
Yeah.
It was on ESPN Plus. Dope game. Atmosphere was crazy. A lot of celebrities was in the building, man. If you don't like or appreciate everything Deion's doing, it's got to be some crazy shit going on. But
Most of his haters have turned around, though.
You talking about Barron and Todd?
Yeah.
You want to speak your piece, Barron?
But we'll get there. We can get there. I just want to highlight what's going on here first, and then we'll get to that so y'all can have y'all little argument. I got Barron. People have asked. They only heard Can't Get Right and Todd, and people
Todd.
speak for Barron, but we're gonna give Barron an opportunity to speak for himself.
All right.
But yeah, man, like the game ended up 28-7.
28-7.
Jackson State won. Had over 200 recruits in the building. Unheard of. Record turnout with that. Record attendance. Thoughts?
I want to know the level of those recruits.
It don't matter, man. It don't matter.
It matters.
It does matter, big time.
It's not a limit.
It doesn't
though.
matter.
I'm pretty.
I've never heard of that before. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was a lot of different mix-ins, but
right.
still, the fact that 200
That
players.
200 players were there.
if 20 of them good, then
I'll take them. Give me them because you
And-
don't get more than 30.
And we've seen his level of recruiting. I'm pretty sure it was some dogs in it. You know, he said he only want dogs. Don't come here if you ain't no dog.
oh, he about to run some niggas off. He probably go sign about 30.
He probably gonna
30
run
people.
Alabama A&M coach off.
Man.
State coach off.
He don't know when to quit. But I get it. You know.
What that mean?
Shit.
don't know
Man,
when to
nigga,
quit.
like, just wait the next season before you start talking. Like, it's on this year. Do that. That nigga man went in and put 60 points on your ass. You ain't got no dog in this fight this year. Wait till
quiet
next
this
year.
year,
Hell yeah.
But yeah, man, I thought it was dope, man. Then to see the scenes, his social media is always crazy. And then to see, you know, they had Dolph in the locker room.
Yeah.
Those kids are having fun. And we know anything about recruiting, they want to have fun.
And his son in the
That is
forefront with
huge.
some shades on in the locker room.
I didn't know. What's her name? We didn't talk about the past couple of weeks. Brittany Renner
Man.
went there, and but she played soccer there. She won the SWAC championship.
She a good athlete.
Yeah,
See, and y'all were talking about hide your kids. Nigga, that's my school.
That's what she said.
She did say that.
What she said, hide your
Hide your
sons.
sons.
Oh, she said that for you?
Yeah. Jackson State, I'm coming. Hide your sons.
All right, Shador and Shiloh.
Sanders kids.
I know Deion. I can see him. You know, he always point with that damn long ass finger. Hey,
Them old crooked as fuck. Crooked ass fingers. Nigga, straighten your fingers.
Supposedly they took a picture together.
Who? Dion and her? Or one of the kids?
Deion.
probably
He probably
Deion
let him in the locker room. He
Deion
had
is a
no idea
master
the players.
marketer, man. That man is a master marketer.
Put me
He's
on your
always
social
been.
media. That's gonna give me some recruits. Put me on yours.
And man, you got
I say you one
man,
of my sons.
and you got 17, 18-year-old boys come to the game. Yeah, Brittany Renner. Yeah, walk around a little bit short.
Just teach them the game, Dion. Know what you
Hey,
did.
But shouts
just
out,
said.
shouts out to Jackson State.
Wrap it up.
So what's your problem with the Jackson State haters?
You want to come over here? Come on, man. I gotta go pee anyway. Come on over here.
We ain't need to know your
I'm telling you.
your
Right.
exploits.
Dummy.
Yeah.
Come on, Baron. Come on, sit down and defend yourself.
And wash your hands, man. Nasty ass boy.
Welcome myself to the podcast, man.
Baron badass, man. Will you please talk to these
For people who
please?
don't know this, when y'all hear the I,
Dummy.
that's Baron.
That's Baron. That's him.
It's my boy.
He is him.
So what's your problem with the haters?
Man, you know, 80s baby. You know, started really watching football in the 90s. I never met black men that hated Deion until he wanted to become the coach of the Jackson State football team.
Well, I'm glad I have this opportunity to clear the air a little bit. First off, I never hated Deion for coming to coach.
You just didn't
Jackson
like
State.
anything he did.
No, I just said that whenever you become a part of something that you kind of don't really know about, you should reach out to the people who have been doing it prior to you.
They've been doing it wrong. Why would he reach out to people that's been doing it wrong?
But that doesn't really matter. If someone hires you to come be a manager at their place, don't you think you should talk to the people who you're managing first, or who are a part of your team first?
But what
to
if you
see-
trying to
That's
change
different.
the culture?
Yeah.
I mean, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. But again, you're also creating a divide between those people too. Now, and mind you, let me tell you something now. I work with a lot of these programs too.
Okay.
So I actually have inside knowledge, or I actually talk to a lot of the SIDs and the athletic directors and stuff. So like a lot of the things that y'all may not necessarily know.
But the thing,
Get him, Van.
But
I
no,
know.
because the thing is, Deion doesn't need any of y'all. And he's showing that. Y'all can be mad at him. He's going to put up numbers. He's going to do stuff y'all have never done before, which he's doing. He don't need y'all. He don't need to be buddy-buddy with the other SWAT coaches. He don't need y'all. Y'all better grab his coattail.
I mean, and again, like, and I've never had a problem with.
Hold on. And see, that's the.
Oh, it's
that's,
your turn. Tag him in. Tag him in.
No.
I told you, he said you come alive when
yeah.
Baron around.
No, see, and that's where he got confused, bro.
The Dudley
like
twins
he
so
got
crazy.
confused where I said that what you just said. That's my argument. When he leaves, they're still gonna play football.
He ain't
That's what I
looking
said the entire time. But you always lump me into I never liked Deion,
Why is you saying about he leaving? Has he announced he leaving?
bro. I said when and if he leaves, they're still
What
gonna
they gotta
play the
do it right
same
now?
brand of football. That's what I said. That's been my argument the whole
Well,
time.
no. There you go. The same
been
brand
my-
of football.
The same brand of football
would
the
you wanna
whole
do that?
time.
Has Jackson State not
Improve the
elevated
brand.
or changed the brand?
At Jackson State,
For
yes.
Jackson State,
For
they
Jackson
have.
State,
For Jackson
yes.
State.
But you gotta
Swag.
remember. You gotta remember, nigga, Walter Payton went to goddamn Jackson
Oh
State, bro.
man, you want to go back to 1972,
It don't matter,
man?
Wait,
Again, bro.
wait, hold on. Let me
Like
say
that's
this.
what I'm saying. You wanna move the goalpost the way it suits you. It
So,
don't matter where
oh,
he played. That's where he played.
Get him, Todd.
I'm so glad you said that because
That's crazy.
Because Deion is taking it back to the golden era of black college
I
football.
said-
That's why you
okay,
said. That's
okay.
why you had to say Walter Payton.
Bruh.
The golden
Robert
era.
Brazile, he another Hall of Famer. He from Mobile. You know who that is?
You
He went to
going-
Jackson. He went.
You going back to his point.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, bro. Because that's what I'm saying. That's been my whole argument. But you always lump me in with saying that I don't like Deion, and I never said that. And that's why I never acknowledge when you say it.
Y'all
Time
make
out.
it seem like y'all don't like it.
Playing mediator here. It's the part. It's the part where you say the brand of football has been a great brand. Not saying no. Wait.
It
Wait.
has, bro.
Hold on. Can I finish?
Go ahead.
Thank you. Great. The brand is great. Let's just say now it's with Jackson State. Have they raised the bar? Are they raising the bar in the way it should look and be played?
Yes. Have I not said that? Have I not agreed?
Well,
have I not put it in the group and said anything
you
about
haven't.
that?
You said they've been doing this for years.
Bro, the brand of football never have changed. It's never changed. It's never went to bad. And I said it's always been a good
They said
brand.
you come alive when Barron come around.
Damn,
We
bro,
said
like-
that.
Well, let me say this.
I like it.
Let me say this. For you guys, because you guys never really followed. Wait.
You gotta stop that.
Hold on, wait.
You gotta stop that.
Wait.
I can't let you say that.
You have never really, neither one of y'all have never really followed HBCU
Not true.
football. I've never, ever heard y'all talk about HBCU football.
That's not
before.
true.
I mean, what I'm saying is how, like, Can't Get Right talks about Deion and Jackson State, and you guys are keeping up with stats. Hootie, attendance-wise and stuff like that, have you guys ever kept up with that prior to Deion coming?
No, this
Thank you.
is my first time.
Right. So what I'm saying is, we've always,
we talked about,
we've always-
classics one time.
right. And we've always gone to HBCU games. So when you guys are saying the brand of football, and when Todd is referring to the brand of football, the Magic City Classic and games like that have always put 60, 70,000 people
Facts.
in the stadium. Right. So what I'm saying is the history of black college football has always been there. Now, has Deion changed it and put it more on the forefront? Yes.
Yes.
He has.
And that's all he was saying.
But what I'm saying is, historically, these schools have always did.
But
Jackson
nobody
State-
disagreed with that.
Jackson State has always had 33 plus thousand fans at every home game.
Oh well, Can't Get Right probably disagreed with that.
Right.
Not me.
The nigga still to this day will say it's not a good brand of
Not
football.
me. Let me clear some stuff up.
He literally said that.
We have talked
When?
every year.
It's just before Deion, you couldn't watch it. And no, I'm not going to spend my whole Saturday
that's
going
him.
to a
There you
game.
go.
And that's not me. That's him. That's where y'all.
No. When I say couldn't, I mean it wasn't available.
And that's what I was about to say.
Right.
When you say that I wasn't watching it, I watched the 2-3 games that I could watch every year. Every year. Every year since I've been a little kid, I've watched SWAC football.
Well,
I went to Tuskegee games or something. My
Right.
mama graduated
I mean
from
more
Tuskegee.
so attended. That's what I mean.
My,
more so going to attend.
when Hub played for Alabama State, we used to go up to the games and check them out. Like, it's not a new phenomenon.
I'm not going to use my whole Saturday to go to a SWAC game and watch them play. But because it's your whole Saturday, I'm not going to take up too many of my whole Saturday.
For UAB game.
Because I went to UAB.
But what we're saying is,
Ain't that a little different?
but look, what we're saying is,
I will every once in a while. I've been to one Alabama game. Ever.
How many?
this is the part.
More than one.
This is the point I'm trying to make.
I've been to more than one Miles game.
Because you need to say that. You don't say those things.
Hold on.
But
You don't do that.
okay. But no, I'm not going to use my whole day going to a SWAC game or a black college football game. But if they're on TV and I can click on it, yes, I'm going to watch it.
All right, I'm gonna tell you something that I think you're kind of failing to realize though. Every school, Power Fives included, have structured their whole football games to resemble HBCU games.
That's not true. You got to stop
From
saying
the
silly
music,
stuff
hold
like
on,
that.
listen to what I'm saying. From the music that they play, from the music that the bands play, is that something, Todd, that HBCUs haven't been doing for a very, very long time?
You mean a
Playing
black
for a while.
school been playing black music? Oh, wow.
But
Shocker.
no, we're talking about white schools playing black music.
Because that's the culture.
Where you think? That's what I'm telling you. Where you think it came from?
But the whole Nick Saban don't say, "Hey man, what are y'all gonna play in the band this game?" So they didn't structure the whole game off of black college football.
Mustaki.
If that's the case, the nachos would be cold.
A few weeks ago, when you went to the Kalir game, where they not playing the Tuskegee song that Tuskegee has always playing. Both sides. That's all I'm saying is black culture from HBCUs have been spread into the Power Fives and the white schools, the PWIs, because they want to resemble. It's nothing like going to a HBCU, bro, and having that experience. It's completely different. I know you always talk about the football, but it's the entire experience. You're right. If you go, you're gonna use your whole Saturday because they're gonna be grilling before the game and tailgating. You're gonna go to the game. They're gonna have a fifth quarter afterwards, and it's gonna be jumping afterwards.
But you do that at UAB. You about to start doing that at UAB. They got a stadium now. We did that the first home game.
But bro, I went to UAB. That's the only difference.
Okay.
The atmosphere is different. We got that.
No. I'm not even speaking on the atmosphere anymore. I'm just saying, like, I went to UAB too. I went to State. I went to Miles. All of them is different, but it's also an all-day event when I go. I didn't say not one time the brand of football Miles played was trash.
UAB and Miles really not an all-day event. It's going to take you 15, 20 minutes to get there. You can come back. But if I got to drive to Montgomery, if I got to drive to Huntsville, I got to drive to Jackson, I got to do all this stuff. No, I'm not.
We literally kicked it all day for the first home game for UAB.
Stay right down the street.
And you going to have fun.
We literally kicked it all day for the home game at UAB.
I'd rather go to a UAB game because I went to UAB.
But
if I can watch them on TV, I will. And that's what Deion made possible.
Right. So I don't have
Y'all need to thank that man.
But I don't have a problem with you liking to go to that. We don't have a problem with you liking UAB games more. But when you talk down on the HBCUs or saying the brand of football, like I can still name a lot of players in the league. Again, Alabama State put Titus in the league, who was a first round pick 2-3 years ago.
How many teams from the SWAC how many players from the SWAC got drafted last year?
I mean, but I think that's the point that really doesn't matter. Like what we're saying.
So numbers don't matter?
What I'm saying is I'm not arguing and saying that the SWAC has all D1, has talent that can go to the league. I'm saying they have players who are good enough to go. Deion right now doesn't have a ton of players who can go to the league. He has a good team, but I can't really see.
I think the verdict's still out on that.
Yeah, but
he got that left tackle. Man, was a 4-star recruit.
That DN,
good.
That linebacker,
that DN.
But I would tell you right now.
But what I'm saying is, until
Deion will have more players.
Right. It's definitely not proven yet. Yeah.
Deion will have more players drafted this year than any other SWAC school.
Well,
that might be a fact.
So what are y'all saying then?
What I'm saying is he hasn't done it yet.
You can't get right, but that's not saying that the brand of football is bad. That's what you say,
bruh.
That's not what you say,
bruh. Instead of watching 12 games, I'm not going to spend my time just only being able to watch one game.
So what you're telling me is those NFL players that play for Deion that you're just talking about, you don't want to watch them because they play for Jackson State. That's what you're saying. That's basically what you're saying. Who do they play for, Joe?
They play for Deion.
Shit. Okay, bro.
But again, North Carolina A&T was putting players in the league well before Deion came along.
And see, my argument don't be about the football part of it, because nigga, they've been playing good football for 1 billion years. I agree with that, and the football was great. Only thing I attribute to Deion is him and his mastery of marketing, and that can't be taken away. And his mastery of marketing has allowed it to shed light on everything that's going down with Jackson State and everything he's doing there from all over the country, which, yes, it already was doing that, but now it's a little more magnified, which is allowing also all the other schools to show their traditions and show what they've been doing. And the world's getting to see it on a bigger platform. That's all I'm saying.
And I agree with that completely. The only problem I had was initially we were giving Deion credit for things that he had not accomplished yet. And I was like, wait until he does it, and then I will give him credit. But I'm just not about to say the man finna come in the conference and run everybody out the conference without him first doing it. I'm like that with everything.
What did he do? You saw that a mile away. You had to. And he's showing it. I mean, the craziest thing in the world is y'all wanted Deion Primetime Sanders to come down and bow down to y'all. Who is you?
Nobody told him to buy down. We said,
no, he ain't talking to the other coaches at the conference.
That man said we can't make fun of Deion when you beat him.
I
And
didn't
he
say
turn
that.
around.
Yeah, you
Well,
did
don't
say
put
that.
him on.
You did say that.
State put him on the thing, and you said that
You
was.
did
Yeah,
say
you
that.
did get mad at that.
You got
Jumbotron.
mad
See, I'm
at
playing
that
her
Jumbotron.
even. You did get
You
mad.
did say that, and I
Okay.
told you that.
And then he
and
turned
I said,
around, beat the boy by 60, and now he give him a scooter, and that's cool now.
You shouldn't have been shooting at Deion.
But what?
But
what
why was it a
happened?
problem initially? That's what he's saying.
Because first of all, maybe I just wasn't paying attention. But I never seen that done to other schools.
But again, I said that was cool because if Deion beat him, Deion should do the same thing to him.
And the way he
Did they do that to other coaches?
They've done similar things.
That's all he did.
That's all they do.
Man, ain't do it. This was state that did it, right?
Yeah, that was state.
No, but I'm saying like.
Did they do this to other coaches, or was it just Deion?
I mean, but what I'm saying is they probably didn't have a name big enough, but they do it to the teams. Like, don't get me wrong.
Okay, that's the team. So yeah.
You told me that was Deion University though.
No, it's Deion Conference.
All right,
It's
man.
the DAC.
We wanted to give Baron an opportunity to say it, and now it's out there. You can hear both sides, and y'all can see where y'all fall, man.
Whoop them niggas' ass. 2-on-1.
I want to just shit, man. Fuck it. Let's get out of here. Moving on into the dummy of the week.
Dumb ass.
Stupid ass little boy.
Stupid ass. Little Stupid.
I'll just pick it again. An Illinois bank robber was caught after he sent his wife pictures of the cash.
Saw that.
Jason Bradley
$88.
reported entered the bank in Lombard, Illinois, and allegedly handed the branch manager a note reading, "I need any and everything from your drawer, or you will die." She handed over the money, which ended up being, I think it was only
$800.
$800. I think it was.
And when he turned it over, it was like $777. So he only spent $13.
Yeah.
So it really was $13.
$747 is what he had on him
Close
when they
enough.
caught.
My God.
But basically, they tracked him down because he sent the picture of the big wad to his wife.
And she snitched on him.
She snitched on him?
Yeah.
Dang.
I mean, I get it. Like, don't put your wife in that. Don't put your wife, like, for real. Like, don't put your wife in that situation to where she has to tell on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, the police came there, hey,
Hey,
you know,
man,
your
I
husband
robbed the bank today.
Right. Here's a picture. Like, my wife, if I do that, tell on me. Stay out of trouble.
Oh, she will.
Yeah. No
Good.
doubt. No
Don't
doubt.
stay out of trouble. Shit, tell on me. I don't care. But yeah, he's stupid.
But what if she? But what if she with you when you spending that money?
That's different.
If she don't know.
If she there with me, you better shut the fuck up. We did this. What the fuck wrong with you?
But for that, Mr. Jason Bradley, you are the dummy of the week.
Dumb
Stupid ass
bitch.
dummy.
You still need to get divorced, though.
Although I normally say,
Depends on if she pay your bond. If she buying them out, you better stay with her.
I know when we say any news information, we forgot to add. I did want to throw in shouts out to Jameis Winston on his partnership
Yeah, Jameis.
with the Legacy Bowl.
dope.
Him and the Saints partnering with the HBCU Legacy Bowl to help bring funding and notoriety to that. So shouts out to that, and also shouts out to Don Staley, the legendary basketball player, now coach at South Carolina. Inks a deal. Historic deal, 7 years, $22.4 million for Don Staley, man. Shouts out to her
dope.
and her accomplishment. She's really been doing big things down there in South Carolina, man. So shouts out to her.
She gonna eventually be the top over Gino. Eventually,
You think so?
if she keep winning,
She got a long way to go though.
she do. Gino got about 50 of them.
She got a long way to go to
And
catch
then-
Pat.
Yeah,
And then it's way more competition now. So you might not get consistent 30-win seasons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they've been hooping. across
So
the
far,
street.
she has until she stopped.
Well, I know y'all probably ain't been watching it, but that WNBA been real competitive. That
The
finals,
playoffs are always the
Man.
playoffs and finals are
I've been
always.
some good games.
Brittany Griner out that bitch dunking off the guy.
Why?
She dunked in the game the other day.
Yeah.
off the
Yeah,
inbound. Down.
They had down right
Any
now.
other news and information we forgot that?
Can't get right. Can you dunk?
Hell no.
That's a tragedy.
What kind of question was that?
That nigga 6'8". Shit, dunk, nigga.
Can you jump as high as you could at 21?
No, I'm saying ever.
Oh yeah, when I was 20.
Yeah.
Early 20.
These stock still don't believe it. See, that's my point.
Because ain't nobody ever seen it. Man, we done hoop with this man before, and nobody ever seen it.
Yeah, Joe.
I'm not no in the game dunker, but you know what I'm saying? In the free throw
warm-up,
line.
you
Yeah, the
warm-up.
warm-up line. Yeah.
Yep. On that note, we'll be back next week like we never left, because like we say every week, we never leave. You dig?
Bye.
You bitch you.
Y'all see, can't get right folks with everybody.